Welcome everybody to the latest Challenge of Doom. I'm your host and tournament organizer, Senior Doom, also known as Zach Roy, who is a professional illustrator and other stuff. I usually try to make a better joke here, but I'm kind of tripping over myself tonight because it's Tuesday. Who's on their best game on Tuesday? I'm not. Hopefully our players are. But I digress. Joining me tonight is Shining Espeon on the first time coming here on what we like to call a Doomcast. Shining, would you like to give yourself a little self-promotion introduction to our fine viewers here on Twitch and YouTube?
Oh, absolutely, I would. So, hello everyone, I'm Shining Espeon, or Kara. Some of y'all might know me on Twitter. I post about retro Pokemon and my gray cat. So, if you're into one of those things, you might have heard of me. Feel free to throw your best retro questions in chat.
Which I know some of you retro people are out there and you will show up. You always show up. I've just said the words retro and probably 5 people appeared. Like, hey, we want to talk about retro formats? I'm all for that.
Bring it on.
Wow, okay, I checked. We have 95 players ready for tonight. That is 31 people are going to be disappointed here in about 10 seconds.
Well, I'm not going to be disappointed. I am excited to watch some games. This is going to be my first time really directly participating in some Stellar Crown stuff, and I'm excited to see the new decks in action.
All right, so we got our first round is up, and we're going to go ahead and start and find a game. We've got a couple people already streaming from the looks of it. We got Savid, Nate. I like Savid. He's usually a good one. Let's go ahead and update here so we can find who Savid is playing against. Savid is playing Dragonpole Pidgeot versus... Oh no, we're watching this. Sinatra Ogrepon is a newish deck that never shows up. So sorry, I forgot to say, I will drag you from one channel to the other. And so if it's a little disorienting, it's just nice admin privileges.
Do I need to do anything, or can I just go along for the ride?
Just go along for the ride. I will take care of everything.
Sounds beautiful.
All right, so let me make sure they know they are on stream, because they get an extra 5 minutes to their match if they need it. So let's look at the Sinatra Ogrepon list here. It's 18 grass energy, a ton of Teal Mask Ogrepons, a Weirdeer, which Weirdeer goes off and can allow you to make it so that you take all the energy and put it on there and hit for a metric ton. Ooh, what's up, Daycamp?
I see one thing I really like in this list. This list is running 3 copies of Carmine, and I'm partial to Carmine. I was testing that heavily in Lugia when Twilight Masquerade dropped. It seems like she's largely fallen off, but I still have been advocating for a heavier count. I think it's a pretty good card for making sure you just get those starts that you need. So I'm excited to see how the deck flows with that heavy count of Carmine in there.
I know a lot of Lugia are still playing it. And
I've noticed like decks like Rahul's and Kieran's from the last couple of big events where Lugia had big showings opted to cut it entirely. Sometimes people are just running one. Some people think, oh, you should run Squawk Ability, that's better. They might be right. You know, they're at Worlds, I'm not. But I've had some success with like 3 copies of Carmine in my deck, so I'm an adherent. I'm a fan.
As we see here, I'm looking at which is one of the lists as we're waiting for our players to check in here. Their opponent has not checked in yet, which could be always an issue. This list plays 0, but they are playing the Thornton, which I am seeing some have been playing the Thornton as a way to bring back Iron Hands, or bring something like the Ursaluna in out of nowhere. And they're at least playing the right Minccino, with just too many Dragapults out there. I mean, we're going to try to watch Dragapult this round. This Minccino being 70 HP, like for most Lugias, is where it's at.
I think just HP is the name of the game right now. With the Dragapult, like the direct Dragapult decks, there's some Regidrago still going around. I do not want to be on the wrong side of the Phantom Dive. I want as much HP as I can get at all costs. Exactly.
I've been playing a lot of Drago myself, and right now let's look at Savid's list, see what he has in there, because I don't know. With Savid, you never know. He plays sometimes weird stuff. And we're looking at it. He plays the Greninja in this. Like, he's playing Greninja EX.
Oh, that is an interesting tech.
Yeah, with a 1 of water basic energy. So, having that in there, that's why we went and got Savid.
I'm really curious what the intent is behind that tech. You know, I'm like I said, I'm just getting into Twilight Masquerade now, so I'm sorry, Stellar Crown. So I'm curious to see what these these deck building choices are all about. But a 2/2 Greninja line, that's not even like that's a bit of a commitment there.
I think the biggest issue it runs into is it'll only play 1 water energy.
Well, it's true, but also it's a Terra Pokemon, and there's that Sparkling Crystal in there. So, I mean, that Greninja has a couple different ways to attack, and the Mirage Barrage attack is on the table for the Sparkling Crystal plus the double turbo. So,
yes,
we might see some interesting things here.
Which I hope to see. And again, we're just waiting on Savid's opponent. As much as I hate it, people do no-show this. Even though I even cut the check-in time down. I might even now need to cut the check-in time down to like 15 minutes.
I think we just need to start calling people at home. Like, hello, it's time for your tournament. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go start knocking on doors, you know?
Please show
up. Pokemon time. We have an audience here. Let's get the show on the road.
Let's go. Let's do it. Come on. Like, where are you?
I saw a comment in chat that I liked. Daycamp saying, I need Pokemon to have a how to pronounce video for each Pokemon. Yes, please.
There was somewhere where you could go and they had the official pronunciations. I don't know. I don't know if it exists anymore.
I need that for every Pokemon. I need to know how to pronounce them all. I like to know what the intended pronunciation is. I don't care if I'm wrong. I'll commit to whatever the correct pronunciation is. I called it Arceus for like 15 years before I learned that it was Arceus, and I switched. I don't care. I just want to know what it is for every Pokemon. I'm tired of stumbling over my own feet trying to pronounce these things.
All right, so the opponent didn't show up. So we need to find another match. We do have, looks like Nate is playing. Let's go and jump up there. JMU Boy is playing is another person. This is double control. It's it's not double control as much as it's Iron Thorns versus control, and I need to find out about this Iron Thorns list real quick because if it doesn't have any outs,
that could be rough.
Yeah.
I'm okay watching Control do its thing. I just don't want to watch like just a one-sided beatdown. That's my one stipulation.
Okay. I need to see how many Canceling Colognes he plays. 2. Okay, so this might actually be a matchup depending on what happens here.
I'm game.
I'm game. Let's go ahead and pop it up for now. Because it really is going to come down to the Canceling Colognes in this matchup. And if Nate can find their Canceling Colognes and Lost Zone the Mimikyus, which is the other thing they're looking for, they can win this game. But that's like that's the biggest issue is did Nate prize anything like that? And did let's see, King Heracross is their opponent of all things. Does King Heracross have enough outs to it? Because usually that's the issue it wants on how to beat Iron Thorns is not allowed to ever get through these Mimikyus. All right, let's see how many people did not show up tonight. Detect inactive players 3.
All right, so we're actually looking at a very interesting control list from the opponent's side. They've got a pile of different things. I mean, Pidgeot control always has like a little bit of spice. When you can search any card you need per turn, you have a little bit of breathing room for things like that. So I'm really curious to see this in action, but it could just be that the game plan is going to be, hey, your job is to answer my Mimikyu. Good luck.
which its answer is Lost City canceling Cologne. Which it's got an Arven right now, but it doesn't want to use the Arven. It wants the Lost City in play and then play the Arven.
And this could create a little sub game too if the opponent can find the Airy or the Misfortune Sisters try to get to discard those canceling Colognes before they get a chance to get played. I mean, that's going to kind of be a deciding factor in this game. But we currently just don't have the pitch yet. We're just doing just a straight up Pokemon stare down. So let's take a look at this control list here.
I think Heracross has been playing the more attacking control list. So instead, like, we're seeing the two other archetypes that are not block lax right now, which is your Iron Thorns and then your kind of attacking version. Which also, I've been thinking about Louisville, Louisville's the next one. And like part of me thinks like control could have it stay unless Lugia decides to show up.
Yes, it's hard to count Lugia out, especially because I mean Lugia's been on a tear lately. They had a great showing in Baltimore. So, but you know, new meta, you never know. But I always say Lugia, you can't ever count out Lugia just because that Primal Turbo is just so powerful that even though the deck can be clunky, even though it can line up weird, it can also just overpower things with a fast RP start. So.
Yeah. Here's another issue that can come up. I'm looking at the King Heracross, even though they're not getting more cards every turn. They're trying to prevent prizes. Oh, you get the choruses where you can get the stadium, but
halfway there.
Oh, living on. Oh god.
No one told me I had to sing tonight. Hang on now.
No, I'm the only one that
I did not
tonight.
do that. Okay, thank God.
Yeah. And I'm the only one alone.
Okay, well,
okay,
lesson learned.
Nuzcrew Bald guys and Lugia players don't have to put in any effort to update list. Yeah, that's kind of true.
Yeah, I mean, there's something to be said for taking the same thing you've been playing for months on end. It's already good. Oh no! So we had. Oh, never mind. We had the Arven in hand. So we top decked the Lost City, meaning the Arven gets us the canceling clone, and now we can start. Oh. I don't see any canceling colognes.
Are they all prized?
Oh my goodness.
They're all prized?
Wrong, right? There are 2 canceling colognes in this list, and they are both in those last 4 prizes. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna. Did we just fail the Arven? I thought we see a failed Arven, which does not telegraph strength to the opponent, but we're staying in the game. So I wonder if it's just for the sake of the stream or if they have some other plan B that they're going to work toward. I don't know what it would look like.
Possibly deck out, but you gotta watch out for the Zero-6.
Yeah, that's the problem here. The control player has the Zero-6 at their disposal, and I do not see a Zero-6 in the Thorns list. So it seems like the inevitability is on the control side here.
Yeah, either they prize them both, or the Misfortune Sisters, or something hit them already. Since we came to this game late.
Yeah, I have to imagine that they seem pretty sure that they had at least one.
Right.
So I'm gonna guess that they overlooked that, but they might just be trying to take this game and drag it out.
Hope for the best. That's all you can do.
I suppose so. All right. Well, we're gonna be here a while, folks. So.
Well, that's why I was hoping Savid would have a match, and he was one of the 3 people that didn't show up.
Oh, I was so excited to see that Dragon Bolt in action, but
we'll see it next round. The odds of him having.
Absolutely.
So we'll bring it up next round. Savid's good for it. I like sitting here like I don't want to put a control deck on tonight. I want to try not to. In the first round, I got to put a control deck on. They got to be rushing for like a double thing here. Double timeout. Not double timeout, like a timeout or something.
Yeah, I guess they're going for the tie.
Well, at this point, yeah, that's all you could do.
I suppose you played your outs. 1 point's better than none.
Yeah.
They're very clearly not pushing hard for the deck out game plan. They are burning cards in deck as it is. So yeah, I think they're just riding out the clock. Well, we are off to an electrifying start for our first round of the night, I gotta say. Oh, we got that other Mimikyu dragged into the active position now, and now that one's going to eat a Volt Cyclone for 0. Riveting stuff. I have to say, I do want to commend the aesthetic choices on King Heracross's side. I'm a huge fan of that illustration rare Mimikyu art. I love that warm glow that it has. I'm a big fan of pretty cards, so I'm all about this.
All right. No, I actually went out and bought a second illustration rare of the Mimikyu just in case I ever play something like this.
Yeah, I was picking up a few for my eventual Worlds 2024 format gauntlet. I know it seems silly to be thinking about that right now, but I'm a retro deck builder, and every format's gonna be retro one day. So it's true. Heracross needs to start milling if they want to make this game actually end in their favor. But they don't have a ton of options as far as milling goes. They have one Misfortune Sisters. They have the 1/0/6 to discard their opponent's hand down, and they have a couple of Palpads to recycle, but they're not playing down their Rotom. They're not setting up their Pidgeot, so they're gonna have a hard time getting to those cards without establishing those support pieces. And if they don't establish them, or if they do establish them rather, then they're going to be at risk of a capture play taking and actually their opponent actually taking prizes on them. The opponent does have 2 prizes taken, so it's a non-zero risk of actually losing the prizes if they set up other targets. So I don't know what their hope is exactly.
Open a prayer?
I suppose so. Their opponent is just playing out the clock, taking their game actions where they can.
This is where it can be a little bit tricky. Is he is taking actions, but it's also what actions are they taking to progress the game state and other things. They can play the penny, pick up the card, and that's the thing. They're not playing Ultra Ball, search nothing over and over or something like that. So it's in a weird spot.
Yeah, they're just spinning their wheels.
Because they're attacking, they're retreating, they're moving the cards, they're moving it at a good pace. So
this is quite a way to start the first match of the night, I have to say.
Yeah.
I did not expect that we'd be trying to fill all this air with a stalled out control matchup.
Let's go move back to the meta game. I'm gonna still keep this game up though.
Yeah.
I need for other reasons. So
I'll keep this updated if anything exciting happens. So yeah, let's look at the big picture.
So yeah, big picture tonight. Raging Bolt, Ogre Pawn, coming in most play deck. Coming in, Pokemans playing it. She's been playing it for a while though. I like this name, LeChonkman23. So good. Let's see, Anti. He's a classic. Actually, we can update standings already as we can see what is winning. Raging Bolt Ogre Pawn's already done 7 games out of 9.
Yeah, I mean that's about what you expect from Raging Bolt.
Yeah.
They hit the ground running. They take the prizes fast, or sometimes they just fizzle out fast.
Yeah, let's see what some of the ones that did win. Did lose. Emmy lost to Dragapult Pidgeot, which can beat it.
Cash, hello.
Hello, Cash.
I am excited to see your deck in action. I took a peek at it earlier.
Just one moment here, chat. I'm gonna mute us real. All right, we're back. We're just discussing something I didn't want to discuss on stream because I know, sadly, chat, you guys can, everyone there, you can influence us too much. But looking at some of the early top decks, we got Regibolt Dragapult up there, Lily Sims, another great Doom player. They are playing my favorite version with Radiant Alakazam and Technical Machine De-Evolution. That Alakazam.
This is still the Pidgeot. Oh, yeah, this is still the Pidgeot version. I like that.
Yeah, and it's just you're using stuff like the Radiant Alakazam here to take extra prizes or move things so you can get that extra 6. You know, just however it goes.
I'm a bit of a skeptic of the Xatu version personally. I think Pidgeot's just too good. You got to run the Pidgeot, but
computer search every turn. It's way too good.
Good old quick search. I mean, you know, I'm a retro fan, so I've been quick searching for a long time. I'm really curious to see. I saw it on the meta breakdown. We got some Roaring Moon in here, and I know Roaring Moon's kind of just your linear aggro deck, but I got a soft spot for it.
Yeah,
I hope Roaring Moon does well. We can see some good Moon action tonight.
There's a Turbo Roaring Moon, currently 1-0.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, playing Pult on the phone is a bit of a pain. I find I play worse on the phone with certain decks than I do with others. Like I definitely feel like what's where I'm looking for here? Just the way the board state's set up, I don't read it as well as I should.
I just want to say the phone PTCG live grinders are our strongest soldiers. I don't have it in me. I can't do it. I got to be on my computer, my cozy little desk chair, and I gotta be locked in that way. I can't even imagine how y'all do it.
Right? It's so difficult. To be honest, like I'll do it. I'll play at work, and like if I do play it on the phone at work, I've got to go find one of the. I need to go find one of the cozy like couch chairs they have around, and that's where I go play. Like I'll take a 20-minute break.
But the screen's so tiny.
My phone's decent size. It's an S23.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just thinking with my old eyes. I mean, if I don't have like a full-on screen in front of me, I'm fighting for my life. Yeah, Dragapult on the phone is an Olympic sport. we should give out medals. Do we have medals? Are we giving out medals tonight?
No, not tonight. But hey, at the Tournament of Doom quotation mark regional championship, we'll have a new playmat, which I got to draw still. I actually got in.
That's pretty exciting too.
I actually got in today, and I gotta ship it tomorrow. I've got these Lugia Game Boy tokens. So it's Lugia popping out of a silver Game Boy cartridge.
Oh my goodness, that sounds amazing.
But the whole thing's holographic glittery, like the old silver cartridges. But sadly, the production people couldn't just make the cartridge parts glittery and Lugia not, so Lugia's glittery too. But you know what? Who cares? Lugia looks nice, and
Lugia deserves to be glittery. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it.
And you flip it on the other side, and it's got the back of the Game Boy cartridge too, which looks boring because it's just gray area. But you can see like part of Lugia's arm and like head where it pops up. I'm realizing now if you look through the light, it's transparent enough you can see through it, but it's mostly going to be on a table. I don't think people care.
I mean, that sounds exciting to me. I don't care about something like that. I just want to see all that in its glory.
But you can buy it right now at doomed-gaming.com, and I can send them out like tomorrow because they literally came in like 4 o'clock today. Oh, we have a Masquerada. That's 01.
Well, maybe they'll rally, and we'll get to look at them later.
Yeah,
we have a Brave Soul playing what looks like a Lost Zone, probably Radiant Charizard, huh?
Oh yeah,
I saw Comfey, I saw Charizard, probably a Sablezard.
Yes, Sablezard has been sticking around.
I mean, I haven't seen a lot of Drago here, so I guess it's not that bad. But I don't know. You have to be braver than me to play any kind of Comfey deck right now.
I have no idea why Drago's kind of fallen off.
I don't know. I think Drago's going to have a good showing at the Louisville Championship. I think it's still a very good deck.
Same. It's just weird. It's weird to me that it's just, at least in some of these things have just disappeared. Like, I mean, like I thought it'd be number 1 tonight, and if you look at the metagames tonight, it dropped away to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, it's technically tied with Terapagos and Pidgeot Control, or Terapagos Pidgeot Control. And
I mean, you have to imagine some people are just trying to try out the shiny new thing.
That is always true.
They want that new exciting deck. They want to, you know, I mean, some people might just be holding back on their Louisville decks and don't want to, you know, reveal that until the big regional.
That is very, very true.
It's interesting to see. Now, I'm just taking a quick glance over at this match here. I see.
Unless they've got another way of shuffling cards back, this Iron Thorns is going to lose here.
Yeah, very, very low on cards, and I did not see any kind of INO or Judge on the Iron Thorns side.
They played Judge earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Which chat's like, what game are you talking about? It's the one that we went off of. We saw him play Judge earlier, so I don't think they have anything else left to be able to do anything with that.
We got a peek at. Oh, here's Pokegear. Yep, just an Arven. So they are out of ways to shuffle. I think this game's going to end.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough said about that. I want to take another peek at this meta.
Let's go back. Metagame. There we go. Miraidon's still alive and kicking. It's 2-1 right now. And the only reason why it's not 3-0 is because Miraidon's got paired up against each other.
Oh no. I wouldn't mind looking at some Miraidon action. It seems like it's just always doing the same old thing, but I like electric generators. That's the kind of person I am. We saw Misfortune Sister trying to close things out, but there was a non-item card left in the deck. And here we go, drawing that last Arven. And yep. Nothing left to be done here.
Yeah, they can just try and like at this point, if they didn't keep up actions, I was going to call the game. But looks like that's it. All the opponent does have to do is press end turn and go from there. And we got two raids.
We got 2 raids in a row. What's up, Raiders?
Hello there.
All right, and our stream match has come to an end, and the winner is King Heracross with that double Mimikyu deck that's allegedly a Pidgeot control, but I don't know. I just saw some Mimikyu.
Just one moment here. Oh, I lost my stupid place. I had a thing, and I also got to talk to everyone. Who just came in rated? Okay, take a moment. Like, he hit me right at like the end of like one match and like almost the end of the round. Okay, here we go. Hi, I'm Senior Doom, tournament organizer, professional illustrator, and very, very large man. Joining me tonight is Shining Espeon here at the casting desk. We are at the end of the first round of the Challenge of Doom, our weekly Tuesday night tournament, where we have lots of people who want to play and just not enough time. Shining Espeon, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to our Raiders coming in from King, Dre, Clout, and I wanted to say shiny old crab, sneaky old crab, because I'm getting my people mixed up. Hopefully you're both had a good night tonight.
All right, hello Raiders. I am Shining Espeon. You might know me from, I've been around the Pokemon community for a while. You might know me from Twitter, where I post about a lot of old Pokemon and also my gray cat. If not, hello. I hope I can do some good commentary for y'all tonight.
I can vouch. Yeah, Cash Cat, I've met Cash IRL.
Okay, so how many matches do we have in progress now?
Just the one. Just waiting on the one.
Exciting. So we're going to be bringing our next round to you soon enough.
Looks like the final match either finished or they went to tie, and I got to make sure they finished within. Where's it? There it is. Tie. It was against Alolan Vulpix Frostmoth versus Stall.
Sure. Why not? Okay, so...
Of course you've met me, Heat Miser. He's my brother.
Yeah, that tracks. All right.
Just making sure this other match does not have any issues. Because we always give it a little bit. It's just... There's just sometimes you have them win. We're more likely to give it to like a Gardevoir. Because Gardevoir, if you played live, takes like just going. And it can take, I think it takes like up to 60 seconds just to drag energies. Like to drag like 5 energies. So like if you're doing that to win the game, we'll give you that leeway, right?
Yeah, it's understandable. I remember the old days on PTCGO way back in the day, and the worst card was Boundaries Cross Dusknoir Sinister Hand, where you had to click that ability every single time you wanted to move a single damage counter. So at least we have things a little bit more streamlined than that back then. But yeah, it's unfortunate when things are just like way more time consuming online than they are on paper. You know, if you're playing face to face with actual tangible cards in your hand, that Psychic Embrace takes like 3 seconds. Boop, there's the energy, there's the damage counters, let's attack. But you know, we do what we can with what we have to work with. But you never played Dragapult in tournaments? Yes, I feel you there. I cannot blame you at all.
Okay, we're gonna get the next round going. I don't think they have any issues. And let me quadruple check. Okay, they're fine. They were leaving because of tie. They made sure their opponent knew, which is always a good thing to do. Please, if you're gonna concede, it's because the round's over. Tell your opponent you conceded for that. All right, we're gonna move to Savid, and hopefully get Savid on stream this time.
All right, redemption for last round.
Yes, he's up against Lexini, and they've both checked in, so they're both in. So we will get them on now. So it's Savid 400 versus Lexini 1211 or 1211, I guess you could say. And then
we have our Dragapult versus Raging Bolt.
ooh, this could be interesting. Oh, Tito redeemed random fact. So we are put on the spot to find a random fact.
A random fact. You know, I didn't plan my book of trivia for today.
That's why I usually go and I look one up. Or if you have a random Pokemon fact, that always works too.
I'll start thinking about some Pokemon TCG history facts to drop, but right now I don't have one on in the chamber.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, you always have like the basic ones. Like if you sit there and be like, Rhyhorn was like the first Pokemon ever like designed. You know, that one, everybody knows that one. Or Clefairy was supposed to be the first Pokemon that instead of Pikachu, you know, everybody knows that.
Yes.
I
love talking about trivia. Now I'm put on the spot, and it's like I've forgotten everything I've ever known about Pokemon.
You know what? I'm looking up something about Taco Bell.
Okay, Taco Bell trivia. I like that.
Taco Bell's original menu offered chili burgers. So originally,
Taco Bell some wild stuff way back in the day.
Yeah, this is like when it first started. Like they essentially it was essentially a taco on a bun. Or a sloppy Joe, if you want to call it that.
And Taco Bell's been around since like the 60s, I think.
Yeah, they actually have a new was it throwback menu coming out.
Oh, I saw that. Like one menu item from every year.
Yeah.
I wasn't super impressed with all their selections, though. Oh, but look, we have some Pokemon action.
Yeah, we actually do.
So we see Savid with a heartbreaking Hawlucha start. Not ideal. And we see the Raging Bolt player off to the races with one of my favorite cards in Standard, Pokestop. I love Pokestop. I am Pokestop's strongest defender.
I kept saying sloppy Joes are bottom tier food.
That's spicy.
That is spicy.
Okay, no Ogre Pond, just a Raging Bolt pass. Not an ideal start for the Bolt player, but I mean, they went first. They're a little bit restricted in what they can do. And there we go. Come on, images are taking their sweet time to load.
Oh, I hate when the cards do that.
We have a decent start from Savid. We had a Buddy Poffin and an Ultra Ball for. I guess we're gonna get the Rotom. So we're gonna get things. We're going to start like setting up a good turn 2. There's already a Dragapult in hand, so a lot of things can turn into a turn 2 Dragapult. Although I don't believe there's any energy in hand, so it's going to take a little bit of help to get that turn 2 attack. Fortunately, we have that Ace Spec card, the I already forgot the name, Sparkling Crystal. There it is. All right, so let's see if relying on the
Sada.
Losing the Sada like that is not ideal, but you know we can't see their hand. They might have something.
They may have the sauce.
Okay, they have an Earthen Vessel. That's they got that off Pokestop. See, they could have a Sada in hand already from turn 1 that they couldn't play because it was the first turn of the game. So it's like, it's not ideal, but it might not be over yet for them either. Oh, 2 Sadas in the discard pile, though. That makes that seem a little less likely.
Someone asking in chat also, hey, what happens if the entire client is being tested? No one can play. Do we reschedule? No, we usually just flat out cancel and pick it up next week. We've had it happen where
there is the Sada.
There's the Sada. We've had it before where we've had actually the whole Limitless client crash. And that wasn't fun at all.
Okay, so Raging Bolt player is playing some cards. They have a lot of stuff in hand. It's unfortunate that they've already used their Sada, but they could still get off an attack. All they would need is another fighting energy. And, you know, I mean... Oh. Are they going to go and try to take out that Rotom? Yep, they're going for the Rotom. Do they have the fighting? Because that's a knockout if they have it. Oh. No, we're going to see an attack with the Sandy shots. Okay. A little bit unfortunate. Does not apply weakness, so not a very impressive attack, but... Oh, and also that Savid has the switch card, so that Rotom is not going to stay there. Bit of an underwhelming turn from our Raging Bolt player. And the Recon Directive found us a rare candy, so we have a Dragapult. Or is that the Star Alchemy found the rare candy? I might have missed the Star Alchemy if that was popped.
We do see the Crispin.
Oh, there we go. Star Alchemy for the Crispin. And that's gonna get things flowing.
You'll get some damage out. You save your A-Spec here, so you still have access to that. You have an easier time getting the Dragapult set up next turn.
Yeah, and then just being able to set up the Raging Bolt for a clean KO. This is a very good turn for Dragapult.
And the thing is,
really, really going to put Raging Bolt on the spot. You have to respond right now.
Raging Bolt has to hit, I think it's 5 energy. Is what it needs to KO a Dragapult. And right now there's 1 in play, 0 Ogrepons. So Ogrepon's not doing its thing. And
there's some Pheasantipity. We're going to flip the script and see if that helps.
There's an Ogrepon.
Okay. And the problem is we're already down, if I'm not mistaken, 2 Sadas. So the odds of finding another Sada, I mean, it's not impossible, but it's not where I want to be if I'm the Raging Bolt player. There's a Pokegear.
Yes.
And oh no.
Oh no.
We're looking at 2 of the necessary 5 energy. Pokestop.
Oh, that's more energy.
We got a Nest Ball. Okay, Nest Ball gonna get us. Let's see. Another Ogrepon. They're gonna keep digging. Oh, just preying on the top deck off the Teal Dance. Not the best feeling in the world.
Even if they Sada, they only get to 4 energy.
Oh, there's a Superior. Okay.
They can get attachment here and at least put damage out.
Now, if I'm not oh no, that Lightning may attach for turn, didn't they?
No, I believe the Raging Bolt already had a lightning energy from last turn.
Okay, so they don't have their attachment yet either. So a Sada plus an attachment will get them there. 9 cards is a lot to work with, but only 2 Sadas left to their name. You got 4. What's it gonna be? Oh.
The tension.
I know, I'm shaking. I don't know. I think if they had the Sada, they would have been playing that thing.
Iono instead.
Iono. Okay, so their out is, I guess, a Teal Dance plus a Grass Energy, so they can a Teal Mask plus a Grass Energy, so they can Teal Dance again.
So they might have got it.
They have Nest Ball. Oh, okay.
Raging Bolt. So they're going to try to prep for the next turn.
Oh, that's just heartbreaking.
And we're gonna see Savid here. You'd be able to use the Buddy Buddy Poffin now. Get another Dragapult out. Attach at least one energy.
I'd probably start establishing a
the
establish a
Froakie.
Froakie and a Pidgey. So we're staring down a likely Pidgey out for next turn. We have the rare candy, we have the Arbin for the missing piece.
We have the Pidgey.
Oh, there's the Pidgeot! Recon Directive always getting us there. I'm so glad to see some Dragapult action. I was a big Dragapult fan when it was first dropped, and then it just underperformed until it became just an attacker in Regidrago. So I'm excited to see actual Dracloak, Recon Directive, the full package. And there's that one of Tech Water Energy for their 202 Greninja EX line.
Which we'll see the attachment of the water energy to that Froakie. Starting to prepare it for a possibility of, well, there's this possibility it could win the game.
Yeah, the Greninja EX can do a lot if it's allowed to. I mean, Shinobi Blade is solid if you just need to finish off something, and this Mirage Barrage. So I can't read. It's fine. I mean, we've seen multiple times how just like sniping 2 bench Pokemon is huge. I mean, Radiant Greninja is the best card in Standard, and that's a big part of why.
Radiant Greninja is still hands down probably the best Radiant that came out.
With
Radiant Charizard is a very close second.
I think Radiant Greninja is just the best Pokemon card they've released in like 10 years. It's such a wildly good card. It's one of the best cards ever printed. And I don't mean like top 50. I mean like top 10. The card is unbelievable.
It has seen play since the time it has been printed, and will continue to see play up until it's rotated.
And it'll keep seeing play after that. Cross your fingers that Expanded finally makes a comeback. I'm an Expanded fan. I want it back.
I played too many regionals and Expanded where I was just getting item locked the whole time. And it just, yeah.
I don't know. Expanded has so much going on right now. If you aren't following Stefan Ivanov on Twitter, he's doing a weekly showcase of various Expanded decks. It's fascinating. I think it's such a cool format. I think there's so much more to it than a lot of people who haven't played it firsthand really realize. So
the big problem was like the last time I had like major Expanded format for me, it was really a lot of item lock, and then we had the Tina Chomp issue for a while. And the last few times I played it, it was a little bit better, but we'll have to see.
We have a Sandy Shocks back in play. I wonder if they're going to go to try to punch that Dragapult with the Sandy Shocks and force a 1-prize KO. The problem is that the Dragapult player is on odd number of prizes. That doesn't even get them very far. I don't know. This is just not an enviable position for Raging Bolt. They're behind in prizes, and that's just not where you want to be with that deck.
100%. And then the fact that they just missed that coin flip there. And then the pass.
Oh no. Okay, this is Dragapult's world now. Just 100%.
Dragapult doesn't necessarily take a KO here, but could bring up the...
I like that. The Recon Directive first. See what they have to get to inform their quick search. Sorry to interrupt you there.
Oh, no worries. Also, Day Camp, you forgot Radiant Charge Bug, just because I think there's only 6 Radiants, and it's that bad. It's that bad you leave it off a list anyways.
How many Radiants even are there? Because there's Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur, there's Charge Bug,
there's
Hawlucha, there's isn't there a Radiant Steelix?
Yeah. Okay, there was more than
Sneasler.
More than 6, but still.
Yeah, the problem is after Greninja and Charizard, this is a steep drop off. Alakazam is decent, but it's just the opportunity cost is so harsh when like you have these Radiants that are cool cards up against 2 of the very best cards ever printed.
All right, I would say Heatran probably ahead of Guardy. Only because it's had its place in certain attacking decks. And Guardy, even though, I mean, like being a little bit more defensive is good, it just only does against Vs and not EXs. There's like no ways V loses this game now.
No shot. Right now, though, being able to target Pokemon V is not bad with Lugia and Regidrago taking over, or at least having taken over in the Shrouded Fable format. We'll see what the Stellar Crown format has to offer, and that is it. Opponent concedes, and that is a win for Dragapult Pidgeot.
Taking that dub. Well, it's not even Dragapult Pidgeot. It's Dragapult Greninja Pidgeot. Don't forget that crucial Froakie that sat on the bench with a water energy.
I'm sorry. I saw a Dragapult. I saw a Pidgeot. I didn't see a Greninja. I know there's a Greninja in there. There's actually 2 Greninja in there, but I'm just calling what I saw.
Calls it as I sees them.
Exactly. You get me.
Let's see. We got a couple 101s. Here's the 101 Snorlax. 1-1 here. 2-0Ys. We've got Pidgeot Control. We've got Dragapult Pidgeot. We got Raging Bolt Ogerpon. We've got Miraidon. Iron Thorns. Raging Bolt Ogerpon.
I feel like Raging Bolt might be putting up numbers out of just sheer attrition. There were a lot of them, so odds are some of them are going to get through. I know that the deck has gotten a boost from this new set, and I know it can just overpower things. Me personally, that's not my speed of deck. I don't know. It's cool, but it's not for me.
There's this Aegislash deck, this Juicy 1X has been playing. I've been trying to get it on at some point. Which is
Scarada at 1-1.
This Aegislash is more like you remember Decidueye? That was the stage 2.
Are we talking the Cosmic Eclipse Decidueye, the walling one?
Yeah, the one where it stopped GXs and Vs from damaging it.
Yeah.
That's what the Aegislash is, but with EXs and Vs.
Yeah, I remember that Decidueye.
That's what essentially this is, but it also has the Cornerstone Ogerpon, and it does want to attack a bit.
That was the that Decidueye wasn't from Cosmic Eclipse, so that was a Sword and Shield era Decidueye with that
Darkness Ablaze, I think.
Deep Forest camo.
Yeah. But it's back in Pog form. So they said this wasn't a Pidgeot control list.
Pidgeot, Luxray, Dusknoir, Ursaluna. Okay, I like that. So
I've seen this one before. They're trying to like really get the Dusknoirs out as quickly as they can so they can use reversal energy and everything else. And just take out anything you're trying to set up right away. So like if you're playing Dragapult, they're going to go after all your Dreepies. They don't care about the Pidgeots. The Pidgeys.
And that's a thick Dusknoir line. I like that. I mean, it's the Pokemon TCG. If you have something that can give up prizes for a halfway decent effect, it's probably going to be a good card. We saw that starting with that Electrode EX way back in the day. I mean, arguably even before that with the base set Electrode, the Buzzap. But anytime you can give up prizes and turn on all your powerful comeback cards, that is historically very exploitable. And we see that here with all the INOs and the reversal energies and the counter catchers. This is an exciting deck.
Cash says they do care about Pidgeot. I can see that too, but every time I played against it, they try to get rid of all my attackers and try to prevent them from ever really getting set up. More so than Pidgeot. Like, you can grab any card you want, but if you're never getting set up. Let's see. Well, let's see who we got up there. Could get Lily next round. Again, a little bit more Dragapult, but it's not Dragapult Ninja. Lily's usually a very good game to watch. We'll see who they match up against. Could always reach out to a few players. We could always reach out to Locke. Locke is playing the Iron Thorns, so we did start Iron Thorns, and it could end up being a straight. Oh yeah, this game's locked out.
Well, at least we don't have a full-on Iron Thorns Mimikyu stare down like last time.
Just having both the canceling colognes gone.
Yeah, that was brutal. I still can't believe that. I mean, there's a 2-0 Miraidon. I wouldn't mind seeing a Miraidon and seeing how many of those electric generators we can hit.
Here's a straight up Greninja. Asher 82822879. Playing with the Grand Tree.
Oh, I was talking about the Turbo Moon. I would love to see some Turbo Moon action. I have a soft spot for Roaring Moon EX.
Arctic, are you able to stream? We could always bring you on for Turbo Roaring Moon next round.
Please, please, please.
Roaring Moon is one of those anti-control decks right now. Because if you look at them now, they play the Petrarunt, and the Petrarunt makes it so much easier. They're like, I brought something up, and they're like, I don't care.
Yeah, what a wild ability on that Petrarunt EX. It's such a powerful effect.
Like when we had the last regional Doom, we had that happen where it was like Ancient Box, and Ancient Box just right now runs over those. They're just like, yeah, here's Petrarunt, you're not stopping me.
Let's take a peek at this list. So this looks a lot like the list that placed top 4 in Baltimore. Is it the exact 60? It's at least pretty close to it. It has the Enhanced Hammer, has the Mew, has the 3-1 split of Roaring Moon.
So like, I find it interesting about the Enhanced Hammer. I thought we were going to see more play. I 100% thought we were going to see more play in this meta, and it just fell off. Maybe because people stopped.
The meta's young. You never know.
Like the only thing I can think of is maybe because they thought Lugia was falling off. So maybe that's what happened. Probably not. Palkia fell off this week. Well, the interesting thing about this metagame is you can't take it for all the way to what you would see in most places, if only because we have a 64 player limit and we had almost 100 people submit deck lists. So like the Friday tournament would be better.
Okay, 59 out of 60, but there's the shoes over the bundle. I like that.
So I kind of like the bundle more myself. I think bundle's just a good card still.
Maybe the bundle's a good card, but I also think that Roaring Moon can just run over things if it gets set up. So I definitely respect the just wanting the deck to do the thing first and foremost. Yeah, I like having the hammer for the mist energy and the occasional legacy energy. It's I always feel a little awkward about a one of item like Enhanced Hammer in a deck that doesn't run like Arven or Pidgeot, but you do have the Pokestop. You can just kind of burn through the deck aggressively to dig for it for the crucial turn. So I imagine it still works out in practice.
We are waiting on 3 games currently. Which is the nice thing about the challenges is they do move faster.
So, Arctic, I didn't see. Are you able to stream this tournament tonight? Because I mean, like I said, I'm biased. I would love to see some Roaring Moon on stream.
Well, poor Venomoth Frostlass is 1-1. We've had the same person every week, Uranova here, play Venomoth Frostlass, which is Confuse and Item Lock all in one.
Oh, that's vicious.
Oh, it is very. And they've had weeks they've gone 6-0, and they've had weeks they've not done as well. Not doing as well today with the 1-1. Getting double Dragapult Pidgeot. Dragapult Pidgeot's kind of like, I could at some point come up and just start taking KOs and spreading damage, and it's going to hurt.
Well, it's confusion is so hard when you have these free retreaters too.
Yeah.
So on iPad.
There isn't. iPad doesn't usually stream very well, so I would rather have you play than trying to get to stream.
Yeah. Well, maybe you'll catch an opponent who can stream it.
I think Bolt Up is, I don't know. There. Usually they stream their tournament runs. Even if they don't, again, we can still see, we can find whoever's playing who. If you're playing against someone who does stream, we can go ahead and grab them. I mean, there's plenty of matches, and we have plenty of different things. Again, like,
there's so much variety in this tournament. It's very exciting.
And at worst, I can always just ask. And people say, oh yeah, yes, or oh no, I can't. I'm just so scared. No.
gotta get used to being streamed. This is your warm up for being on the big stage at a Pokemon regional. So first the Doom stream and then the big stream.
I mean, they know about this. They talk about like, oh, the online tournaments now, and the Doom tournaments are one of the largest, consistently up there with the late nights. It's like, you know,
Arctic, no worries. It happens. Not everyone can stream this tournament. I just, we all want everyone to be able to focus on their play first and foremost. So hopefully we'll catch you through another match. But if not, good luck to you tonight. Congratulations on that 2-0 start.
I think that's actually the hardest thing about doing like tournaments like this. Like the one time I did a IRL tournament, when I did one of the 1Ks for tabletop, I could easily just grab the players. Just like, you're going on. Everything's set up. And it's just like, here you go. Look, Daycamp just realized you're the Daily Gray.
Yes, I am Shining Espeon of the Daily Gray. Hello, good to see you.
Like, I know you've said it like at least twice, maybe even 3 times, and Daycamp's been here like since the start. And it's just now clicking.
Look, there's a lot going on. We're all excited. We all want to watch some games. I can't blame anybody.
We're just waiting on one right now. That's what that last matchup we're waiting on is. Oh wow, it's Aegis Slash where you can't attack me.
Than Aegis Slash. Oh no.
Yeah, that's a matchup. Chat here real quick. We'll do a quick prediction. Does this go to time? $30 seconds. Does last game go to time? There you go. What's up? You got 30 seconds. We want to get on this prediction for no reason other than to get more Cluck Bucks. I can't do it.
Bragging rights. Let's go. All in.
All in.
Aside and put all of your channel points into it.
I have infinite points and it doesn't allow me to predict.
I'm going to predict. I'm going to put all of my points into no. Just to keep things exciting.
Let's see what the details are. 94% yes, 6% no.
It's just me saying no against the 2 other people who said yes. So, all right, let's go. Let's not go to time so I can clean up channel points tonight.
I'm gonna actually go make sure they're not having any issues when I go in there. Nope, nothing. At least not yet. Got that big countdown timer on there. That's end of round. Bearnack Crypto. Where are they playing? Right, I was assuming the baby sword had shred, it just didn't matter, but who knows? Oh, they're playing Gouging Fire Rory Moon? That's a deck?
They're playing what now?
Gouging Fire
let's look at this deck list.
Rory Moon. 2 fires, 2 moons.
Oh, I guess it's like an ancient kind of toolbox going on,
Yeah, but with like the big ones, not the little ones.
Okay, I kind of dig it. I don't know. I don't know if it's I can't say yet if it's the best thing you can be doing. I don't know. It might be, but it's at least interesting.
I mean, you got the Crispin that helps with some of the energy acceleration. Dark patches for the Rory Moon. Magma Basin as well. Yeah, Ancient Big Box. I mean, it is playing Secret Box as well. Which I still gotta buy that one. It's like what, $1.62. So
yes, it's nothing. I bought a second one last week week before when Gardevoir won Baltimore.
I bought up a lot of the A specs that are like more secondary because I got the crystal and the crystal's already fallen in price. I spent like $8 on it at the start, but I was like, whatever. I had a bunch of store credit at tabletopvillage.com. Use code DOOM5, that's DOOM numerical 5, for 5% off your order. Sorry, I have to make that transition every time. Naturally, you know, I got a code there. Had that, and so I was like, okay, whatever, just burn some of the stuff I needed. And like Secret Box is one of those ones I still need to get. I think it's that one, and what is the other A specs I'm missing? I think I'm missing Hyper Aroma, maybe.
You got a survival brace?
Yes. Actually, I'm gonna double check which the ones that just came in. The ones that just came in. No, I do have Hyper Aroma. That just came in.
I believe, by the way, we hit time in the round, right?
We did.
All right, so who won the prediction?
So that means, let me go prediction. Gotta reopen it. Did the last game go to time? Yes. Complete prediction.
So all right, enjoy my 250 channel points.
Gone. And the thing is, I can't give out extra channel points. There's like fake ones I can do, but I can't do the others.
It's okay. I'll earn them back the old-fashioned way.
Just keep chat open, like forever.
Well, we're gonna be here a while tonight, so we're only at round 2 of. Oh my goodness, it is late, isn't it? I just looked at my clock.
What time is it for you? It's 9:40 for me.
Oh, I'm on East Coast, so it is 12:40 a.m. for me.
Late. Well, we'll probably start moving across these next rounds. People are gonna keep dropping, and actually, I'm going to detect inactive players and make sure. Oh wow! 3 of the round 1 no shows actually did play this round.
Okay, well, glad they got in some action.
All right, they both just said GG. I'm calling that good. Round 3 is up.
All right, let's do it.
And we need to find a game. We know Arctic can't. Arctic's up against Hugox. We maybe ask and see if Hugox is able to. Lily is up against the Dragapult Mirror. I don't think we want to see that. I don't know how well that one would go.
If we could get Hugox, that would be exciting.
Let's see if I can.
Palkia Dusknoir.
Let's see. All right, I'm asking. At worst they say no. We'll find another game. Which I'm looking just for a backup game.
While you're doing that, you know, since we were kind of on the subject, they've done such a good job with the return of Ace Specs in Scarlet and Violet block. Like back in the day with Ace Specs, it was like so much computer search and dowsing machine, a little bit of scramble switch, G booster in the Virizion Genesect list, and then and some life dew a little bit in the really criminal decks, but not much else. Like it was mostly the big 2 and some G booster. And the fact that we have some more legitimate Ace Spec variety, they've really knocked out the park with these ones, I think.
Yeah, I think it's been doing pretty well there. What's up, Decent Cup of Coffee? I reached out Iranova versus Hakyojin. I know Iranova's in the past been able to stream. This would be Terrapagos Dusknoir with Pidgeot versus Venomoth Frostlass.
Oh no. Well, I mean, I would like to see some Terrapagos action.
Nope, they're not. They're at the office. Oh, come on, people.
Oh, all right.
Bolt Up is playing Charizard Pidgeot versus Raging Bolt. Oh, wait, you can? Oh, Hakugen? We can see from the Terrapagos side. They said they could.
Okay. So we have a match.
Yeah, I'm just making sure they know. Let's jump to table 3 real quick. All right, make sure they're muted and deafened, so they know that we're not giving them any free advice. Not that my advice is ever good, anyways.
Yep.
Don't ask me how
Can't be giving away these gems to just anybody.
Don't ask me how I keep getting a 1900 rating on Arceus. I just do. Oh, Irinova says they're working while playing. I've done that. Actually, I do that most of the time. That's the benefit of having a corporate job. I work for T-Mobile. Yay. Actually, we're right in the middle of holiday rush right now, so I don't get as much time to play around as I wish I could.
Okay, so we are getting rolling, right?
Yep, here we go.
All right, so what's our matchup?
Terrapagos. Oh, I love that name.
Terrapagos.
Yeah, so we got the
Terrapagos.
Terrapagos. That's so good. It's the Terrapagos with the Dusknoir versus the Frostmoth Venomoth. It's like if that name doesn't stick, I'm gonna be sad.
You know, I'm always on the boring side of names. I always just say, oh, it's Terrapagos Dusknoir, but I make an exception. I might say Terrapagos once in a while. That's cute.
I think it's like probably the
It caught
best.
me in a good mood.
It's been the best, like kind of like punny deck name I've heard in a while that like really hit.
You know, deck naming conventions have definitely changed in the last decade, which I mean I think is often a good thing. It makes like it a lot easier to find and organize information. But it's definitely a change from the old days. People just gave decks the wildest names in the world on Pokegym.
That is true. Can we get sponsored by T-Mobile? Here's a funny thing. If you were switching to T-Mobile, I can give you a discount code for like 20 or 30% off.
All right, we are recruiting people for T-Mobile in the Doom stream.
Where
else are you going to get these great deals, folks?
I only have 3 of them though. I only get 3 of them a quarter.
Oh, well, let me hit you up then.
Yeah, I'll have to find it. I have to go through the generation thing at work.
All right, we have a Duskull start versus a Monkey Dory start, both with those beautiful illustration rares. That Monkey Dory is gorgeous.
I love the Monkey Dory.
Now, we have the Duskull that some people are calling the strictly suboptimal one, so...
I don't even see the difference. Like, if you're playing...
Something Mew copying the attacks with Mew EX copying the attacks with, I forgot, genome hacking. That's the rationale, at least. And we have double Noctowl in hand, a buddy, but this is a very good start.
We did lose 2 of the Night Stretchers, which is going to limit how many times they can Duskull or Dusclops easily, but you're playing against a item lock deck. And so it's like, do I really need those?
Mew plus Defiance Band, or the other idea that I saw proposed was using the come and get you to just get back a bunch of your own Duskull. I mean, these are both very fridge situations, but you know, sometimes these things make a difference. Are they likely to make a difference? Maybe not, but sometimes they can. But we have the Underdepths. We have basically everything we need for a big hop-off next turn.
Yeah.
We have the Noctowl that can get the rare candy, that can get Pidgeot, and then we're just going to start flying.
Also, the worst case scenario here is if Irinova had nothing to be able to put anything out.
But we have that Buddy Poffin start, so we got a couple Venonat in play.
we might have ourselves a solid game. Now, what do you think about this matchup?
I think one of the benefits they have, at least the Aeronova and the Venonat side, is they're preventing all those items. And like we see a switch right now. Not going to do yourself too well here. They could attack.
Yeah, and
they can attack with Pidgeot, take a KO with a DTE, get hit into, retreat. Like, I almost wonder if you could get a double Pidgeot set up, but you have to set it up like this turn.
One thing I'm seeing is that, I mean, those Frostlass, there are already 2 abilities in play for our Terapagos player. There's going to be more once things start evolving, so that Frostlass is going to have a field day. But on the flip side, we can have some tricks with the Area 0 underdepths, bumping the bench up, loading up the bench, and then removing the effect to discard some heavily damaged Pokemon. So it'll be interesting to see what efforts we have to play around the Frostlass. But we don't even have a single Snorunt in play, so Frostlass is not coming down anytime soon.
Not going to see any damage with that.
All right, there's the Underdepths. No Terra Pokemon. Oh! Underdepths pass?
Because they have no Terra Pokemon to be able to use the Noctowl.
Oh, that's true. Always forget that. The Noctowl doesn't do anything until they get the Terra Pokemon, and then they just got their Underdepths immediately bounce. I wonder if they were preparing to pop off, play the Underdepths, and then realize, oops.
Wait. Did they play Jamming Tower already? Or did they just grab it the last turn and held on to it? I'm just asking because they only have 1 Jamming Tower in their list.
They have 3 total stadiums. Another potential option.
Because I remember them grabbing it. I didn't remember if they played it down.
They must not have played it. So they are just trying to. They might just be trying to initiate that stadium war. The Aeronova has 3 stadiums total, and there are 4 Underdepths in the deck. So, I mean, if we can flush out those stadiums and then eventually set up a stadium where we lock the Underdepths, that could help out in the long run. But we've kind of stalled out, unfortunately. The lack of Terra Pokemon is really, really hurting with a Noctowl heavy hand.
And now, on top of this, we are item locked. We're not going to see the Pidgeot get set up now. And we're going to see damage move. Ooh.
Oh, it's true, because there's no Pidgeotto in this deck. So there's no Pidgeot without Rare Candy. That's going to hurt.
Now, surprisingly, Fanrotom can attack here. You have to Iono here. That hand was so dead.
70 damage for 1 isn't nothing, but we missed the energy. So we can have a Terapagos, we can set up another Duskull. Now the Terra engine is online, but the item lock is going to slow things down. But 2 Duskull, maybe we can get going and break this game state a little bit.
Now, this is like a control deck in a sense, but it's attacking. I would consider this more of a death by 1,000 cuts. Like, it's just a slow rolling you, not saying like, oh, your Pokemon's stuck there, but you're not gonna be able to grab anything with your items. You just kind of gotta set up faster.
Yeah, the face of control has certainly changed over the years. There was a time where item lock was like the main kind of thing that the controlling decks were doing, and now they've been more sparing in printing item lock cards. They're a lot more situational, or they're on weaker cards than the notorious Seismitoad EX. So it's interesting seeing things change.
I have a Seismitoad EX in my binder. I've kept in there.
I got my first city championship win with a Seismitoad EX deck way back in the day, so I have a soft spot for that card. All right, and we see the Monkey Dory engine live, and that Fanrotom is going down. Not a good position to be in for our Terapagos player. And we're going to see a sacrificial Pidgey, because that's not going to do much anymore without rare candy. But it looks like the Venomoth player has things locked down, and our Terapagos player is relying on a top deck and a prayer.
They can play the Pheasantipede this turn. They did get KO'd last turn. So hopefully they know, and it almost feels like you have to kind of play the Fez. Or alternatively, you wait out a turn.
Yeah, we're flipping the script. I do like that. Oh, the salt in the wound with the Pidgeot and the rare candy that we can't play. It's such a shame we don't have the Pidgeotto. There's another Terapagos, but nothing else. And that Frostlass is continuing to eat away at the board with Freezing Shroud.
This next top deck plus flip the script, I think is going to almost decide the game.
The good news, at least, is that there's not enough damage in play to do any Monkey Dory tricks to knock out the Pidgeot. It does have to get knocked out with an attack, so no freebies on another active Pokemon. But still, I mean, Venomoth has just been eating up the board. They are fully established. They have a swarm of moths going. I mean, they're doing exactly what they want to be doing right now. It's such a shame that our Terapagos player missed the Terra Pokemon early and couldn't turn on that Noctowl Lynch when they had a hand that was otherwise just completely stacked.
See the transfer here. They probably want to put down the neutralization zone, but at the same time, then you lose damage going onto that Squawkabilly.
I think they're going to keep that Area 0 under deaths out as long as possible and just eat up that Squawkabilly and Pheasantipede.
Well,
and Iono is... I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think I love that play, if I'm being honest.
Same.
They have everything they need, really, and they know their opponent's struggling. Why would you... Unless you're just fearing to flip the script so much, I don't know why you're trying to give your opponent more cards. You know, press the advantage that you have. We actually have a Terapagos and a double turbo now, so this is going to be a little bit different.
Sadly, Countercatcher doesn't work.
Countercatcher doesn't work.
Item locked.
Yep, Countercatcher doesn't work, but still, I mean, a Terapagos and a DTE go a long way.
You have all that energy in hand. Don't Iono it.
What would you be Iono? Yep, I like that. Just go for the unified beatdown. That's all you need, really. I mean, sure, it'd be nice to get some dust swaps in place. Start building up your Dust Noir, but I mean, I think you just stare down with a big Terapagos and say, deal with this.
Let's see what the next thing here is. We're going to see the confusion start hitting in, so that's when we start getting to coin flips. One of the games we watched Nova a few weeks ago, they were playing up against Raging Bolt. They were actually playing against Emmy's Raging Bolt, of all things. Emmy just never found the Setas, never got attacks off. And like that's the important thing here is like, you need 5 prizes, but you only have 4 energy left. And one of them was a turbo energy.
We see the Arezu grabbing 2 of the Frostlass. Carry on, I'm so sorry. I just got excited seeing an uncommon supporter. Oh, Temple of Sinnoh. So that's why they were putting the energy on the Pheasantipede. They were spreading it around. They were knowing. They're saying, okay, the Squawkabilly's going down, but we're going to set up a plan B on the Fez, and then bump that under depths and really just cut down on your ability to attack.
So it feels like now you cannot use the Dust Club or Dust Noir. You're just going to give them more pricing, but also here, like part of me.
I think if you're doing anything with Dust Noir, you're doing that on like the very, very end of the game to try to set up some kind of big swing. Now, I mean, okay, we do have another Underdepth. We can load up the bench again and, create a situation where maybe we force the Fez to get bumped, but the opponent can just choose not to play into that as well.
I would hold on to Iono for one more turn, as right now they have no other Venomoth set up.
Yeah, I mean they don't have a Venonat. If they don't get down another Venonat, then we could see a change in fortunes here. This is going to be big on Irinova's side. Can we establish more Venonat, or are we going to just get beaten down by these big 230 HP Pokemon?
Right. If we see a Venonat come down, I think next turn, regardless, you retreat, you double Turbo Energy. And then you're kind of just praying that you can find your last one and that you're not really flipping that much.
Oh, and Irida can get a Poffin. So unless they just don't have more access to more Venonat, they're gonna get more into play.
There's Manaphy. Manaphy doesn't matter in this matchup.
Get it out of the deck. Whoa.
Nope.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What was that? Did they prize 2 Venonat?
They've had 3 out, so they must prize.
They've had 3. Oh, you're right. We have gone through 3 Venomoth.
Which again, we're seeing that Pheasantipity keeps just taking damage and damage and damage.
Yeah, the game is certainly not over. I mean, the damage counters on the Pheasantipity and all these little basics in play. I mean, this is dangerous for our Terrapagos player, even though we're going to be breaking item lock soon. So even though they might be taking over the game, they could still just go down in prizes if
they'll take 2 prizes this next turn. For sure.
So they're gonna spread damage with the Frostlass. They have plenty to move with the Monkey Dory.
Oh, they have to watch out for the Manaphy though too. But you can move damage off the Manaphy onto the Pheasantipity.
Times like this, it's unfortunate they only run the single Monkey Dory, because a double Monkey Dory would just be absolutely just crushing right now.
Briar,
So they can clearly...
they're going to skip the Briar turn, day camp. Otherwise, Briar would be amazing.
Yeah, they're going to go right from 3 to 1 off that Fez. All right, they're going to try to Super Rod, maybe reestablish a Venomoth line.
I didn't realize the ad break was popping up. I would have snoozed it.
All right, and they're going to Adrena Brain. Down goes the Fez. They're going to go down to 1 prize. And now it's still going to be scary. The Frostlass are no longer going to be affecting the Terrapagos player's board. They have no abilities left in play. But that Monkey Dory is still alive, so a lot of things could come in and clean up 2 prizes, or I'm sorry, the last 1 prize on the Dust Skull.
I think Countercatcher, the Monkey Dory, Iono would be your best play here.
Oh, and we can also go in with the Blood Moon or Saluna. Yeah, I do agree. Take out the Monkey Dory for sure, because that. Oh, what are you doing?
The Monkey Dory is going to spread energy. It's going. No, not the Frostlass.
Oh, I don't like that. The Monkey Dory is like, it's practically a win condition right now.
Go ahead and thin the deck as it is.
I mean, like,
it's okay, Jewel Seeker here. Monkey Dory is only moving 30 damage, and right now, at least nothing you have on board has 30 damage already on it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, the best thing we could do is set up the 2-turn KO on a Dust Skull. Now, one thing I'm noticing here, looking at the list, is that there are no copies of Boss's Orders in the Venomoth Frostlass player's deck. They rely only on a Countercatcher, so they're not going to be gusting this game. They are just relying on Monkey Dory and Item Lock and Spread to get them there. So I think that our Terapagos player has to play it carefully, but if they manage the bench really, really well, they could take over this game and just deny Iranova a way to take their last prizes. But it's still precarious.
Decap in
I
chat
really-
said putting down the bears should be a good idea anyways if they get Moth going next turn. Which could happen. If you Iono to 1, they still get one more card and possibly whatever else they can draw into.
The list has one jet energy to it.
And we saw that get discarded at the beginning of the game.
Yep, so that is out of the picture. We're actually pretty low on energy for our Terapagos deck. We are down, what? Are we down to, this is our third DT that's hit play now, if I'm not mistaken?
Correct. But also going with Blood Moon, if they do confuse and item lock you, a single retreat puts a Blood Moon Ursaluna up there and it KOs.
Right.
And also you still have also access to Prime Catcher as well. So they have a couple switch outs here, and they'll be down to their last prize this next turn.
Oh, down goes their own mana fee. Okay, yeah. Suddenly fortunes have changed for our Terapagos player. They got past the initial item lock stall out, and now they are just throwing lots of big Pokemon in Iranova's way, and it is.
That's it.
Kind
Double
of
Vessel.
Yeah, okay. Vessel for nothing. That is the game.
That will be the game right there.
Oh, are we gonna see a Gnaw?
We're gonna see the knot for 10. Oh wait, they're gonna Adrenabrain first.
Adrenabrain.
Thankfully, it's been a very quiet night with judge calls. And this is our last game, so we will be moving on to our next round as quickly.
All right. And with that, we can just have an attack from the Terapagos, and that will be our game. Oh, now we're getting the Monkey Dory. All right, beat it down.
Little flex there. Little flex.
All right. Well, after a scary start, Terapagos pulled it together and took the win, bringing me up to, if I'm not mistaken, 2-1. Correct?
2-1. Also, I am Quaid. Thank you for the follow. Alright, guys. So you got Rory Moon's 3-0.
Congratulations. Love to see it.
And that was it. And we're going to just keep moving. I want to make sure everyone knows round 4 is up, and we will find our next match here in a second.
Oh, Iranova, my heart broke when you played that Poffin for nothing.
Let's see. Anti's killing it, 3-0. Decamp 2-1. Lily is up against Bolt Up. You know what? Actually, I want to say the Bolt Up Lily matchup. Let me see if I can get either one of them. Because it's Dragapult versus Charizard, which is going. Seems like it's going to be one of those. It's going to be one of those ones that's going to keep coming back.
I'm always down to watch some Charizard. I just love my Pidgeot decks.
We'll see which one wants to do it. Which I need
You're trying to get that stadium war running. Yeah, that's what I figured was like the case. You wanted to flush out those stadiums from your opponent, and then
yeah, the neutralization
lock
zone.
things down.
The neutralization zone would just absolutely end the game.
The stadium wars are a lot easier when you have Pidgeot to make sure that you're always finding them, or Noctowl for that matter. So that makes sense. I like that play, especially if you knew how many stadiums you had in your deck.
All right, so both players are streaming. Do we want the Dragapult side or do we want the Charizard side?
Let's see some Charizard. We haven't seen Charizard yet today.
All right. I think this is also the first time I've had Bolt Up on. Let me make sure he knows that we've got him.
Yeah, great game on stream. It was looking rough for a while, but you rallied, you found the win condition, and you got there. So it was great to see. And good luck next round.
Bolt Up, we decided to go with your side, so if you go ahead and share your screen when you're ready, we'll go with it. I might have scared him, to be honest. I've done that to
Oh
people.
no.
I've done that to people like when when I unmute them on the stream on the Discord. Like, oh my god, where are you talking? What?
All right, so Voltep versus who?
Lily Sims,
Excellent. Okay.
which we're watching from the Charizard side. And make sure we're on the right round. No, we're not. 4. There we go. So I've played this matchup a lot lately. Double checking Boltup's list if he's got the Dusknoir. He does. Part of where it comes into is de-evolution can come into play really, really well. So like this start could be better, worse. The Charizard player is going to want to use their Turos not as soon as they can, but like a good timed Turo will just absolutely destroy the Dragapult.
Now, one thing I noticed though, we do have the it's right there in front of us, the 60 HP Bidoof, so we're not valuing HP here, but I guess it's hard when you have 60 HP Pidgey and 60 HP Duskull. If Dragapult wants to eat, Dragapult can eat. Oh, okay, so that opening hand for the Charizard player is much better if they're going second. But
I was gonna say this doesn't look good for the Dragapult, but I'm assuming they're using. Yeah, I'm assuming
they
use their
got
V-Star.
Poffins, they got Rotom, they're gonna be fine. Now, if I'm the Charizard player, I feel fine about my hand, but I don't feel good about going second into Dragapult. That scares me. A Pidgey top deck is pretty nice. Luminous Sign, probably going to see that Arven. Yep, there it is. And we already have the Forest Seal Stone in hand, so... Only other tool in the deck is a Defiance Band, which, I mean, is a good chance they could fall down a prize staring down the Dreepy, so Defiance Band could be useful real soon. Oh, and the Pichu runs EX in the Charizard deck. That's a fun tech.
That's someone who's like, I'm tired of losing to like control, and I'm gonna beat it this way. I'm gonna take the Ancient Box way, and I'm just gonna beat it this way.
It's just the nuclear option. I respect it. You're not blocking me.
Until they drop down a Mimikyu and you go, oh.
Yeah, they do not have the canceling clone tech, so that's was that a Charmeleon and a Prayer? I guess they have Radiant Charizard.
Yeah, Radiant Charizard could come in play.
We see the double Pidgey off the Poffin. Well, I mean, we see grabbing a second Pidgey off the Poffin, rather. They are fearing that potential Phantom Dive picking off a Pidgey.
I think my favorite move playing Dragapult is if you're able to get the Radiant Hawlucha off as well, and then you could target one Pidgeot and then the Charmander, or target the Charmander and not so much the Pidgeot. Get another Buddy Poffin out of the deck. I had a person ask once, why would you grab Buddy Poffin there instead of just grabbing the Charmander? You're thinning the deck. You're 100% thinning the deck. That's all you're doing that for.
Okay, the Poffin falls off as a top deck pretty fast. I mean, there's definitely situations where it helps you rebuild, but yeah, they just want to thin out the Poffins, try to draw better cards.
I had a game recently where that Poffin helping rebuild pretty fast came into play, where I was playing against a Chin Pao. Yes, Chin Pao still exists. They got
There's one in the tournament.
Yeah, it got off the turn 2, whatever you want to call it, Greninja.
Oh, turn 2 Greninja.
Yeah, with Canceling Clone on my Manaphy, and I still rebuilt. I'm like, you gotta do that once.
Here it comes. We got the 2 prize Phantom Dive picking off a Bidoof and a Pidgey. Oh, never mind. I was mistaken. That was a Jet Headbutt. I just assumed one of those Dragapult attacking their Phantom Dive. No, that's just one energy. They are Jet Headbutting. So a prize is a prize, but it's definitely not the attack they want to be using.
What does the Dr. Seuss rhyme goes like? A prize is a prize, no matter.
Something like that. Okay, a tough Ultra Ball decision for our Charizard player. They have some action in their hand. They have Rare Candy Pidgeot. They got to lose that Defiance Band, which is unfortunate because they are behind in prizes now. Oh nope, they're going straight for the Charizard.
Gotta get that damage out there.
Yeah, I suppose so. I feel like a Pidgeot leads to Charizard pretty quickly though. But I respect them just saying, okay, we gotta get that pressure going.
If they hadn't already used the Force Seal Stone, I would agree 100%. You bring in the Pidgey. But with using the Force Seal Stone already,
well, it's like, you Rare Candy Pidgeot, and then you Ino. You've seen 6 cards, and then an out to a Candy or an out to a Charizard gets you the whole thing because Pidgeot just gets you the other piece. Especially this hand has the Ultra Ball, I would have gotten there. But they did thin 3 Fire out of the deck. I don't know.
You can also feel spicy here and go right after that Pheasantipity.
Yeah, I don't hate that. I mean, they have things mapped out pretty well. 2 prizes on Fez, 2 prizes on Rotom, and they could just go for that aggressive game and clean up a Dragapult at the very end with a combination of Ghosts and Charizard.
I want a deck now to be called Ghosts and Goblins, but I don't think we have any Goblin type Pokemon outside of like the. I'm trying to remember that one.
Outside of Grimmsnarl's got some Goblin energy.
That's it.
We just punched the Dragapult straight up. How do you feel about that? Just punching the Dragapult instead of taking 2 prizes.
I think it sets you up because now you can also still come in with the Dusclops and then go from there.
Oh, actually, yeah, you're right. That Dragapult is in Dusknoir range now, so they can just take those prizes whenever they want to. Assuming, of course, that Duskull gets evolved, it could get picked off soon. Yeah, it's probably the safest play. Respond to pressure with pressure and keep the opponent keeping up pace. All right, there's the INO. And there's a Pidgeot for next turn. Arven plus Pidgeot EX will get us there. And I noticed that our Dragapult player did not even try to go for a Pidgey in this game. We just have Dreepy. We're flipping scripts and we're doing recon directives. There goes the Duskull, taking that off the board. I like that.
Okay, I have to say this. Every time I hear flip the script or flipping scripts, all I can think of is Pheasantipity, like a pharmacist coat. Going through, okay, here's this person's antidepressants for the week.
Sure, I can't say that I envisioned that, but now I will be. So, I'll take that over. I'll take that over the Pheasant Skibbity memes any day.
100%.
I'm sorry, I can't do the Pheasant Skibbity memes. I'm over 30.
Same, 38.
Oh, here comes the unfair stamp.
Wow, that's a stamp.
It's a lot of cards in hand for Charizard, but this is the beauty of Pheasantipity EX. The unless we counter capture it and knock it out, and we're seeing a quick search. I mean, that hand's going to get rebuilt. I think I really like going for counter capture on Pheasantipity here. Just make him rely on recon directive. Oh, what are we doing? Yes, I like it.
Yes.
I think you got to do it here. If you're doing the research stamp, the unfair stamp, you commit. Take out that Fez, choke him out of resources. No?
Might be looking to build a little bit more.
I suppose so, but I don't know how much I like that. I mean, I guess it's going to be very hard for the Dragon Ball player to string together an attack, having used their Sparkling Crystal, having used a Crispin already. So
Well,
I suppose there's that.
They get to see 6 cards off deck, but one of them goes back to the bottom.
Yeah, they get to look at a total of 6 new cards and keep 5 of them. Their top deck, 3 off Fez, and then 1 off Recon Directive.
Only hitting
But
like
yeah.
70 here.
Yeah, they're not attacking.
But
Oh, they're not phantom diving.
You're not also getting KO'd.
You know, I mean, I've been questioning some of the decisions that our Charizard players are making, but they do currently have the dominant board state. You know, another reason that I personally like the idea of going for the counter catcher is like get the value out of it now while you were definitely behind in prizes.
No,
but you can still manipulate prizes with the Dusknoir. I'm still thinking through the stuff on the fly, my friends.
well, everyone does. That's what makes casting this a lot more fun. Oh, so the Alakazam go away? I thought the Alakazam could have. Oh, you know what? No, it wouldn't be a win condition. The win condition for J Sims now is 100%. They need another energy and a boss's orders, and they can just win the game next turn. What Bolt Up might want to do here is to use their Turo. This is the timing of when you want to use Turo. Because now if you use Turo, that's 270 damage gone.
Yep, and that Charmeleon can just become a Charizard and get right back into it. So yeah, I agree. Turo does seem pretty good here. That Infernal Rain ability is just so good. Anytime we have energy acceleration straight out of the deck, I mean, keep an eye on cards like that. They are so frequently very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Oh, we're eyeing down a boss.
Boss does get you ahead in prize race.
Yeah, but it puts the opponent on a Briar turn. Oh, they don't even play a Briar. Never mind. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could boss Fez, boss Rotom, and just call it a day there. It kind of puts the pressure on the Dragon Ball player to try to stop that liability. But with the Pidgeot on the Charizard player's bench and 2 different bench sitting liabilities in the Rotom and the Lumineon, it does seem like there's a solid kind of checkmate position that our Charizard players put on board.
Now, the one thing they cannot do here is retreat that Charizard.
Yeah, they have to make the opponent have everything possible to pull off that win this turn. All right, you have four cards. You can win, but you got to have it.
Boss energy wins the game. Okay, there's a Candy Pidgeot.
Oh, okay, that makes things a lot easier. Now they just need 1 piece.
Well, they need 2 pieces. Energy, boss.
Well, Pidgeot's one of the pieces, is my point.
Earthen Vessel.
Oh. All right, that last card has to be the boss.
It has to be the boss.
Or their counter catcher. I don't remember if they used counter catcher yet.
Oh, they had it!
All right, the upset win there. Yep, I think you were exactly right. Our Charizard player should have gone for the Turo play last turn, removed this win condition off the board. Maybe the Turo was prized.
We saw it in hand earlier.
Okay.
I don't think they discarded it. And if they did,
yeah, my apologies there. All this is blurring together a little bit for me. It is 1:23 a.m. for me here, so
Well, we're at the point we're moving a lot faster.
Oh yeah.
Like, we just cleared this one, and we're already at 15 of 23 matches. But that's like I don't... Chat, if you remember, or someone wants to go check the tape, I remember specifically seeing it being there. But I don't remember if you discarded it to set up earlier, or it was not. I don't remember seeing the search throughs either. It's one of those things where, like, if we could go a little bit, I could go back and look. Actually, I think I can through my YouTube. Give me a sec here. Pull that up. See if I can go back to their first turn. Backwards. Okay, there's Turo. Still in their hand. This is turn 1.
Welcome to the chat, Boltep. So I want to ask you, did you have access to your Turo on that last turn, or was it gone?
I'm looking at the
We were
turn right now.
speculating on.
It was gone.
It was gone. Okay.
It was gone. I was just making sure.
That's really unfortunate. Yeah, Turo would have been huge there. But still, I mean, they did have to have both pieces in a small hand. So it's unfortunate things went down that way. But
yeah, no, you were right. You were 100% right keeping that damaged Charizard in the active to attack. But if you had the Turo would have been the right play, because then you would have wiped all that energy gone, and they would have no easy win condition. But no, it was a well-played game. I think you played it correctly, and they just had it off that hand. What more can you do, right?
yeah, Rare Candy Pidgeot plus the other piece. I mean, that was a pretty good hand off of 3 cards.
All right, so looking at some of our records here right now, we do have Regidrago at 4-0. We do have Dragapult Pidgeot at 4-0. Arctic's coming in with Turbo Roaring Moon at 4-0. And then we start going into our 3-1s, where we got Jay Barnes coming in 3-1 with a Miraidon. Strider 1204 coming in with the Dragapult Pidgeot. Hey, Archangel 28 with the Dragapult Pidgeot. What did I say? Lugia coming in 3-1. Lily Sims coming in 3-1 with the Dragapult Pidgeot. And
I see Baxcalibur at 3-1.
Baxcalibur, what 3-1? Which one was that?
Am I not mistaken? Down at 15.
Yeah, I see it now. So let's see what this Baxcalibur list looks like. There's also a Goldango above it, which Goldango, I mean, still hits some good numbers. Can't sit there and
I mean, it's a great ability.
Yeah. So let's see. What is P? Sorry. I was just making sure it wasn't like my house cameras. We had a bear show up like a year ago on my house cameras. I still get like kind of excited that's the bear come back.
All right, Bolton. It was fun. It was fun watching you.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting us watch your game.
Thank you for always being open to streaming and being able to share your games when we can. If we don't go and like look at other ones, because we do have some other people who are streaming right now. Like we do have Moonkey Shira, who's been a player in the tournament, doing a whole bunch of times, who has a game going on right now. Which I will, if you want to join on that stream real quick. And I'll also give them a shout out, which if you're not following them, I think I'm following them. Probably not.
Best luck to you on Friday then, Boltup. Oh, and that's our Comfy player we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. Moonkey Shira, or just Shira, plays a lot of really interesting decks, and we used to have him on my streamer normally, but they've started streaming their own, so I'm giving them a good shout out. Because if I want to steal it for a minute, I'm going to at least say, hey people, this is who I'm stealing this from, as we're just checking in. As you see, I hadn't followed, and so I will follow. I'm trying to figure out, like, just watching this game. Oh, the swelling flash. Reversal energy. Swelling flash doesn't knock out the Raikou, right? Oh, nah. I think it does now. And the Curse Blast? Wow, what a turn on that end. Sorry, like I said, I like to see how other people are going, especially considering we have 2 matches left. Why did I not get heads on Pokemon Catcher to win twice to win? Because gambling is a sin, and you're gambling, that's why. Wow, that brutal turn there. No, I don't know. I just like to say that because it's just like a shot at my brother who goes out and gambles, and he wins all the time. Because he's got the luck of the Irish. Oh hey, last match is done. All right, last match. Skill difference, yes. All right, next round is up. We'll keep these rounds going.
All right, let's see what we can get for this round.
So we got. Let me make sure to announce in the tournament Discord that round 5 is up, as we got one more. And let's see. Oh no, we can get Lily. Lily is up against the Chin Pao. Then we also have. Yeah, let's just go with Lily. Lily was a good watch last time. Chin Pao, to be honest, I was talking a little exclamation point, no swearing. Talking a little shit about Chin Pao earlier.
The thing I like about the Bax list is that it's just literally the exact same stuff Bax was running 6 months ago. Tried and true.
Well, it's like the thing, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Or even then, can you even beat me? Like, they're forcing you to sit there and beat them.
I mean, you know, there's a lot to be said for just having an extremely high damage ceiling and having access to Iron Hands. Like, sometimes that'll just get you there.
Which, against Dragapult, this plays the Devo. It plays a lot of things. You know, it can take over. It can win this matchup. It can win this matchup with it without it ever becoming a game. Because like the Chin Pao needs to be playing the 70 HP, but even then, 70 HP isn't enough if they get everything they need. You know, here comes the Hawlucha, which I really talking about Hawlucha. I really wanted to like Hawlucha as a Pokemon. And like get into it. I'm like, it's a Lucha flying Pokemon. I was like, this is so cool. I just couldn't. Like, I played VGC and there was never a good Hawlucha. And that was like it.
Meanwhile, we've had good Hawlucha in TCG. We had that old Hawlucha from Furious Fists, if you remember that one.
Yeah, but like
that was a great card.
That was when I was in a hiatus. What's up, PKS Blaze? So it's just what it is. I think I have a shiny version somewhere where I was like trying to shiny kick do it. It was just like such a cool concept. I wanted to love it, and it just didn't happen.
I do agree. Our Dragon Ball player has a lot of tools to bully Baxcalibur, but you know, Bax can be very fast if they get that good start, make it that turn 2 rare candy Bax. Like, sometimes they can just take over a game. So it's really interesting. Be really interesting to see how fast to start they get off to. Coin flip, I think, is going to be a non-zero factor in this match, because if we can get Excalibur going first and getting some Frigibacks down, we could definitely see some early pressure if things go their way.
So, the YouTube community figured out that he had Ultra Balled away Turo, and it told us, and I totally forgot they like existed. I was like, oh no.
Oh no. I'm so sorry, YouTube folks.
I know you exist. I know you're out there. It's just the chat's gonna be so hard to see because like one's on top of the other, and it's just how it is.
All right, here we go. The starting flip. All right, and we have, I believe that's our Dragon Ball player going first. All right, so that first thing we talked about. Oh, but not much of a start from our Dragon Ball player. But they do have everything they need for a turn 2 Dragon Ball DX attack, so.
Which could be, 100% crucial here.
Oh my goodness, they are going to be Phantom Diving next turn. If they want to. So it's going to be up to our Excalibur player to build up a bench and try to survive the storm.
Pokeball Lugia. They're like, screw Messagoza. I'm just gonna play Pokeball. Oh my god, that Pokestop hurts. The way I have it set up, Mr. Nick, is I had the one where they put it together, but it was causing severe lag and issues that now I'm using a multiple output thing, and it doesn't allow me to combine the chats right now. That's the only reason why I don't have the combined chats. Did they just...
Oh. All right.
Wow, okay.
That was not much of a game.
Is there another game going we can jump to? Savid's still in it? Savid is still playing, so let's go see how Savid's game's going.
Sure, I'm into it.
Just get a new game up, and it looks like they do have a game going on this side. So, and I'll update the names here in just a moment. But yeah, that was...
They're playing against Raging Bolt deck, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes, Savid is up against Elias Carrera? I don't know. Horrible names.
And they have an interesting pickup from Stellar Crown. They're running the new non-Rulebox Raging Bolt from this new set.
I mean,
with that Thunderburst Storm.
If you want a one-prizer version of it, I think it works.
I mean, yeah, it's one of the things that I've not loved about Raging Bolt is that it's like it doesn't have good one-prize options, but I mean, this new Raging Bolt might be something. Might be better than Sandy Shots.
All right, Professor Poke, who was just in the last game, said their opponent priced 3 Frigi.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
That hurts. That hurts so bad.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you just lose those games. On to the next one. So we have a pretty strong start for Dragon Ball. We have the Pidgeot and the Phantom Dive before the Raging Bolt player gets off an attack, setting up that Raging Bolt to go down to another Phantom Dive. So it's a good place to start that game. Now there are 3 Pokemon on the bench in Phantom Dive KO range.
But of course, the first 2 prize knockout opportunity goes to our Raging Bolt player.
Which they did the correct thing here. Brought out the one without any damage on it, but with a 3-card hand.
Oh no, and no Sada at the Poke Gear. Oh, Sada in the hand anyway. All right, we got there.
Kevin, if you want to post that on the Discord, the tournament Discord, that'd be great because then we can see see the screenshot.
Here comes the catcher. Heads.
Are we looking to get rid of the Pidgeot? Nope, we're just looking to get rid of something.
Nope, we're stalling. We're just getting a new hand and hoping to buy ourselves a little bit of momentum. And it makes sense. You might as well use the catcher because you're going to discard it all with the burst roar anyway. Make the opponent need one more thing and see where it gets you. Another Dragon Bolt found off of the Recon Directive. Oh, and Sparkling Crystal going down to the Froakie, setting up for a Greninja play later on.
I mean, Greninja's just so good. Put 170, grab any card you want. Set up. You gotta remember, you cannot attack the Ogre Pawns on the bench. No matter how much you want to, you can't.
You know, that's I always forget about that terror rule. And it hasn't come up where it's punished me, but every time it's mentioned, I'm like, oh yeah, that is a thing, isn't it?
All right, so Kevin did post it. 100%. No Frigibacks in that hand. All prized. Wow. Yeah, you're just not winning that game then.
All right, Raging Bolt. It's not looking good with so much damage on there. We could see a boss on the bench Raging Bolt, knock out the active Raging Bolt with a Phantom Dive, take 4 prizes at once, take both attackers off the board. So it's a precarious position. Raging Bolt has to take a knockout to have any semblance of staying in this game, but it's still not where you want to be. Oh, 5-0 with Roaring Moon. Love to see it. Congratulations.
Which, if I update the standings, you'll be able to see what your next round's opponent is. Because you will be playing against Regidrago. 100%.
Oh, okay, beautiful. Prime Catcher into Switch Cart to take their other bolt out of that. Well, out of that Phantom Dive math range, and they do take out the Dragapult. So they did what they needed to do. I think it's still Dragapult's game, but at least this is giving them a chance.
You could probably counter catcher here. Bring up one of the Ogre Pawns, maybe?
Yeah, you could for sure counter catcher and still take 4 prizes. It's definitely a good position to be in.
I mean, you can even technically hear Pheasantipity as well. Yeah, go with the one with the energy.
Yep. Make it as hard as possible for the Raging Bolt player to get another KO.
Please, Pheasantipity, you have access to it.
Wonder why they opted to not do that.
I know, because there's so many more cards you could have ended up drawing. You could have even got the Greninja set up this turn, put like extra pressure.
Yeah, I wonder if that was an oversight or a deliberate choice.
Which we are currently at 11 out of 19 games.
So, a lot of pressure now on our Raging Bolt player to take another KO. But we have the Ogerpon. That's a start. Now we're going to need to get a good Sada off, or we're going to need to not deck out. Those are the two big things you got to be doing. So, got the boss's orders.
Could go after the Pidgeot here.
Yeah, 4 energy will do it for sure. And the Dragon Bolt is not able to KO that Raging Bolt straight away, so that's that. There's that, but there's still that pressure to figure out 2 more prizes next turn. The Rotom could do it with another boss and a little bit of action, but got to power up that Raging Bolt. So it looks like it's just going to be the Raging Bolt player is going to be forced to take out something big.
They just win with Greninja.
Oh, is that the game?
Yeah, they just use Greninja's attack and it KOs the.
Oh, and the Radiant on the bench. That'll do it. Yep, that's it.
That's it.
I need to get my hands on some Greninja EX.
Turns out it's a good card, I guess. I mean, who saw that coming?
Yeah, I don't know. Pokemon TCG hasn't printed a good Greninja before, have they?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Well, another win for Dragon Bolt. Definitely Dragon Bolt's night tonight.
Junk Food Enjoyer saying, "Oh, that's why Froakies in Bolt." Yes, which we are currently waiting on 7 matches, which I hopefully think should move fast.
So we're going into our 6th and I believe final round.
Yep, 6th and final round.
All right. I want to know. Can we get that Drago on stream? I want to see this Drago versus Roaring Moon matchup.
We can ask John P. I want to say John's done it before, but we can try.
I would love it so much.
Hey, again,
just...
I want to say we've had him on before, but I have no idea.
Even though it's literally just a match from the Worlds format, I still would love to see that matchup. We see all these exciting new decks with all these new cards, but just showing like whenever we get a new set shaking at the meta, the decks that were good before usually don't fall off too much in that new meta. And that's the thing that's been historically true in Pokemon for like years and years and years. Usually, if a deck is really good, it's going to stay really good even through meta shakeups. So our undefeated match is between 2 decks that have just been around a while.
They can throw everything into chaos and say we ID, but then Arctic would get the tiebreaker. If there was no difference in pricing, that would be different, but there is. Not that there's much pricing.
If they ID, I will cry forever.
Yes. There's so many. So many people I've had saying, "Oh, I don't even need my pricing for this." Like sometimes I'm like, "Man, I went out my ass. I carried around 4,000 codes through downtown Seattle. You should so as hell want this pricing."
Hey, if you don't want your pricing, you can donate it to me. You can message me on @ShiningSB on 3 on Twitter. I'll take all codes. That's fine. I won't complain.
I have way too much coins and everything already that it just doesn't matter. Like I'm looking up how much I have right now. I think I have like well over like 120,000 dust.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have that kind of wealth.
I had it a lot when it started, and I've just gone up. And I just full art cards randomly as I go. Oh yeah, the February glitch farm. And like nobody got banned for that. I'm surprised.
I'm going to take a quick look at our undefeated Drago list. I just want to see what's going on there.
Yeah, I've got 72,000 coins, 24,000 gems, 127,000, whatever the last thing is. Credits, I think they call it.
That Drago list is has a little tiny bit of spice in it.
I'm pulling it up right now.
I'll wait till it's pulled up, but
There it is.
one little bit of spice I want to talk about. We have that little 1/1 Noctowl line.
I have honestly run into it a bit because you got the Terra type Ogrepon.
Yeah, the Ogrepon, of course. It's kind of cool.
So it makes sense. And then on top of that, you have the Hexorus.
Yeah, the Haxorus is nice. We've seen some Haxorus in other Drago decks, but the Noctowl is spicy. I do like the Haxorus. I think that's a cool addition. I think both Bring Down the Axe and Dragon Pulse have a lot of potential. Dragon Pulse just hits a little bit better math than Phantom Dive in some situations, and Bring Down the Axe can just be a major threat against decks like Lugia.
That's what our winningest decks tonight are. 100% Turbo Rory Moon, because only one of them's playing it.
Turbo Roy Moon, best deck in the format.
Goldango 3-1, which I believe they're currently playing their other game. They are against Dragapult Pidgeot. That could be favored toward them. Regidrago 7-4. Dragapult Pidgeot 24-14 tonight. That is your biggest deck with the biggest meta share with the best win percentage.
Yeah, I wonder if we're gonna finally get a Dragapult meta in Louisville.
I think we will.
The deck flopped so hard at NAIC, didn't really do anything at Worlds or Baltimore. Maybe its time has finally come. I'm really hoping.
You know what's gonna happen is Gardevoir's gonna sneak in again. The Gardevoir players are not gonna give it up.
I mean, Gardevoir is another one of those decks. I don't think you can ever count it out. Psychic Embrace, one of the best abilities we've ever had. Refinement is historically very strong whenever it's on a halfway decent card. Like, I don't fault people for sticking with Gardevoir. We saw in Baltimore Henry Chow just sticking with what he knew and sweeping that tournament. So,
like, if you look at Gardevoir right now on an online tournament, it's just like this generalized one. It's 53.53% win rate. And you know what? Let's pull up Trainer Hill, since Trainer Hill keeps all the meta. Let's see where it kind of ranks right now and everything. Which I'll share my screen with you so you can see what I'm looking at right now. So you're not too far behind. There we go. Overall, Gardevoir's still seeing a 5% play in tournaments, and it has a top 8 cut of 5.7%. And this is taking tournaments of over 50 players since September 4th. So that's about since the new format started. Art Bay and Savior One, thank you for the follow. But if you like look across its like matchup spread, it looks like it's slightly unfavored to everything right now. Especially Stall, but again, this is limited size on online players, and we don't know everything that goes on with like every single game or every single tournament or anything else. What's up, everyone coming in from the AA Battery? I'm Senior Doom, tournament organizer and overall very, very tall guy. Joining me tonight on the casting desk for the Challenge of Doom, which is currently we're waiting on 2 matches to go into round 6, is Shining Espeon. Shining, would you like to give a little bit of introduction here to AA Batteries, Raiders?
Oh, of course I do. What's up, AA Battery and Raiders? I'm Shining Espeon. You might know me from Twitter. I post about retro Pokemon a lot. I post about my gray cat. I've been around Pokemon for a while, so you may know me, you may not, but either way, it's exciting to be here, exciting to see y'all. We're about to start our final round, so it's going to be a good
hopefully a good matchup
good game of Pokemon.
Which we're looking at right now, our 250s tonight. We're just right now looking at metagame and challenge matchups. I mean, that's what we all do. There it is. It's Regidrago versus Turbo Rory Moon. And we're going to try to get this game on.
All these new decks with these new tools, and the 2 decks that came out on top are just decks from Shrouded Fable format.
PNW represents.
And Miraidon too. Actually, I want to take a peek at that Miraidon deck, because I want to know. Oh, they're running the Area Zero Underdepth build. I like that.
Yes. Yes.
Big bench Miraidon.
Since you said the magic words tabletop in Seattle, use code DOOM5. That's DOOM numerical 5 to save 5% off your orders at tabletopvillage.com. Yeah, I'm from Seattle, so I go to tabletop. I haven't played in a tournament there in a while. I've been cursed the last 2 times I've tried. I have a special needs son, and both times I went to a tournament, he had a new respite worker who just didn't absolutely care about anything. So I had to rush home because Mrs. Doom was being overwhelmed with stuff, and it was just like, oh great, I got into like round 2 and now I have to leave.
Oh, that's no good.
Yeah, because like
every time you do your little promo, I feel bad that I don't have anything to promote. I don't have a promo code.
I have technically I also have a promo code for Doomed Gaming. I think it's just Doomed. I do 10% off on my stuff, and I don't have one for Matoba, but I do have a link to Matoba. Let me see if it's just. I think it's exclamation point sponsors.
All right, rub it in with all your little sponsorships.
Well, okay, I was trying to get Red Bull. What does characters? They kind of got back to me, and they haven't decided. Dragon Shield said they're pulling back on their Pokemon sponsorships. At least that was the excuse they gave me. And then
understandable. I
had Ultimate Guard for the last regional. I might still reach out to him again. And I'm also looking at possibly trying to reach out to Dual Spec and see about trying it's the regional tournaments is where I'm looking for prizing help. Which if you don't know about the Doom Champion Series, here it is. The 4th regional champions, best of 3, 2 days, all new format. So we'll have what's the next one called? Vivid Voltage Part 2, Surging Sparks. So we'll have that.
Don't even say those words. I don't want to hear Vivid Voltage for the rest of my life.
God, I was what's the word I'm looking for here? I was giving away codes by like the 50 of them on stream because I was buying them for like less than a penny. I was like, who wants Vivid Voltage codes? So it was like over and over and over. Oh, hey, look, you can see everyone who's already registered. I didn't mean to press that button, but I did. So who are we waiting on?
Hello there.
What's up, everyone coming in from Miriam Plays stream? I'm Senior Doom, tournament organizer and overall very, very tall guy and professional illustrator. Joining me tonight is Shining Espeon.
There it is.
There we go. It's a long night.
Hello, my friends. I'm Shining Espeon, also known as Kara.
Hopefully your night is going well. Oh, see, look, there's all the sponsors that popped up. But Matoba,
I don't have any sponsorships, but if you type "Gray Cat" in the chat, I'll put a Gray Cat in chat. That's all I can offer.
yeah, Matoba, they send me a lot of promo cards and stuff. I have like a huge stack of them I'm still working through to send to people. As much as people want to win prizes, I'm like, here, I have some cool Japanese promos, and people are like, don't worry about it. Like, they just don't. It's not that they don't want it; they just don't care. I'm like, okay. Which also, Miriam, I would give you a shout out for a follow, but I just use it. And it always makes you wait. So if you're not following Miriam, please just follow the profile link. Easy enough to get there. That is a really good picture of a gray cat. Oh, hey, last match finished. There we go. And
All right, moment of truth. Can we get that Reggie Drago Roaring Moon match on stream?
I am going to ask
I
right
want it
now.
so bad. Oh, God bless. Drago, you seen me before? Well, good to see you again. Where have you seen me around? On Twitch, on Twitter?
I will say our backup match will probably be Lily. If only because Lily is playing against a Palkia Noctowl.
I'm into that as a fallback.
That's a good fallback. But I'm waiting to see if John can. If not, Lily's our backup.
Fingers crossed.
Which means we'll have a lot of drag pull. Last week I tried to do all Terapagos only, and I failed pretty fast. I was like, it's Terapagos night, only Terapagos, and all the Terapagos players were like, no. I want to set up on Lily anyways until I find out. Just to have it set up. Because like part of me is like, yeah, maybe they can, but the other part of me is like, oh, they're not going to. They never do. Please. Or some people just they might be in a Discord call with friends. Maybe not. I don't know.
I can't blame if that's the case.
Yeah. I have no idea. And I'm always grateful and appreciative of all the players who are able to and are willing to do it.
Yeah, it's fantastic that we have so many players willing to put themselves out there for the sake of giving us a good stream to keep watching.
And like some of these players, again, like I usually try to go with the ones that are already streaming just because it's quicker. It's like, okay, you're already set up. I can go there and do it. I did try the waiting room approach once where I could pull people in and just be like, hey, here, I can pull you into this room. But like people didn't understand they had to reshare their screens and stuff. Once I did that, it caused a lot of confusion. It was easier just to set up tables and have us go to them.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's easier if you have a smaller tournament, but in these bigger tournaments like this, especially so many people here for the first time, I can understand that getting confusing.
So like, yeah, like Savi's always streaming. I think Jolly Flame Man's been able to in the past. Looks like John P's not able to, or I'm not going to worry about it. So once Lily gets going, we'll go with that. I'll make sure also Lily's opponent's showing up.
Well, The table idea is good. I like that. Should we do another prediction for the final round?
Yeah, let me just make sure this before we get too far this game's going, because Veed, oh yep, they're in. So let's do a prediction.
Because I personally, I want to do a prediction on what's going to come out on top. Raging Bolt or Roaring Moon. But of course, if you want to do another prediction, we can do that as well. Not Raging Bolt, Regidrago. All these R's. My apologies.
Okay, I gotta set that up real quick.
Alright.
Regidrago, Dragapult. Who wins? Here we go. Prediction. Got 1 minute. Get in there.
Regidrago, you mean Regidrago Roaring Moon?
No, this is the oh wait, did I screw that up? That prediction up? Well, you can still predict. You can still predict on it, and we can still do it. Okay.
So the Dragapult actually means Roaring Moon, right?
You know what? I'm going to cancel that. Let me see if I can cancel it. You know what? No. Yeah. And right now, everyone's only gone into Regidrago anyways. So, as long as
I'm a believer.
And submissions, choose Regidrago. Complete prediction. There you go. Everyone got their points back. And that was supposed to be Palkia or knocked out, and we can't get the last match.
Wow.
John P is not able to stream.
Alright, well, we're starting this match off. We've got a Radiant Alakazam starting on one side, waiting on the opponent. And there's the Palkia. Alright, not an amazing hand for going first, but we have an Artisan to get a basic, Ultra Ball to get another one if we want. It's not the worst.
It's just a little airborne. It's still good. It's still good.
Gonna prioritize our Pidgey. We have a hand that allows us to return 2 Pidgey out if we want it. And then are we gonna use the Ultra Ball? Nope, just a pass. So we're just gonna say, okay, gonna prioritize that turn 2 Pidgey out and figure out the rest from there. So on the other side, this is an interesting Palkia deck. We got a heavy Dusknoir line, 4-1-3 Dusknoir, so we're going to see a lot of Cursed Blasts. There's Fan Rotom. I must be looking at the wrong list. I don't see a Fan Rotom in this list.
You're looking at the Lily Sims versus Callie.
I sure thought I was.
I'm looking at it right now. Single Fan Rotom is in the list.
Yeah, I had the wrong list pulled up. Okay, there's no Dusknoir here at all. Never mind.
No,
Forget what I was saying.
This isn't the Palkia Graveyard. This is Palkia Terrapagos.
Yeah, my mistake. I apologize, everybody.
Terrapagos.
Terrapagos. A Fan Rotom is such a good card.
I saw it during a pre-release. It's like, oh, what deck even plays this? And it turns out a lot do.
Yeah, what a powerful ability they put in this card. It's not even when it enters play. It's just during the first turn. But still, like searching 3 colorless Pokemon like that. The fact that it can even grab those Noctowl, it's just so powerful. Alright, there's the turn 2 Pidgeot. And we're staring down a scary board at a Palkia, so let's see where we can go with that. Alright, 2 Dracloak, no Dreepies, so we're going to be relying on a quick search and an Artisan to get us as far as we can get this turn. Quick search for the Poffin. Yep. So we're gonna have a perfectly fine bench going on.
but the pressure is going to come down, so it's going to be interesting to see how things play out. 3 Dreepy coming down with the 2 Drac Cloak, so we'll have some recon directives next turn. I wonder if they're going to just hold the Psychic Energy. I feel like if they drop the Psychic Energy on a Dreepy, that's an easy target for a boss's orders. So yeah, I like them holding on to it. Don't give the opponent the target. Make them either knock out the Alakazam or just pick off one of the Dreepy and then evolve the others. Ultra Ball getting our Noctowl. So we're just going to have everything we need to be set up. And we could plausibly see an attack from that Greninja this turn. That would be very, very rough.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where it's if you do it though, it's a one-time thing. That's it. Because you're gonna have to put a lot into doing it. Would it be better here to take the KO on the active and continue to like kind of set up your board state and maybe even have it in the back pocket for something else?
I don't know. They went for a an Earthen Vessel, a Palkia V-Star, and a Prime Catcher. So
see what the play is. I don't think they have it enough though to take the KO on the Pidgeot yet.
They would need some more stuff to get there. Well, okay, so Subspace Swell, if I'm not mistaken, is currently threatening 240 damage, so they would need Area 0 plus a couple more Pokemon. Alright, they're going for a Dreepy, but there's the Greninja. It looks like they're going to go for it. There's the Star Portal.
I don't know if I agree with this. Because now you're just giving them a free out of getting that Radiant Alakazam out of there. You're probably going to lose a Radiant Greninja, and they don't know, but we know that they have everything in hand to get a Dragapult attacking this next turn.
Oh, even more everything.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still... I'm not sure I don't like that. Taking 2 Dreepy and limiting the number of Dragapult that they're going to be able to set up is not bad. They don't know this, but obviously those Dragapult are taken offline. It's now up to our Dragapult player to get those Dreepy back and reestablish them. I mean, like, their Dragapult player is out of Dreepy in the deck. It's gonna slow them down. I think I'm pretty okay with that line of play. Okay, but there's the Super Rod, so they actually can go ahead and Super Rod in the Dreepy and pop them back on the bench. So they actually will have a very, very good response to this. Luminian back into circulation. Okay. Just 1 Dreepy to play around the damage output of Subspace Swell. Making it as hard as possible to target down the Pidgeot. That's smart, I like that. And they have not yet Quick Search. Here comes the Quick Search. What do you think? What would you be going for here if you were our Dragon Ball player?
I was wondering if Counter Catch would be your best play. Get some damage on that Palkia.
Yeah,
I think I like that idea too. I feel like grabbing the energy is fine, but it's a little bit like low impact. I mean, they're taking 2 prizes as well, but I do like the idea of softening up Palkia and taking out the Bidoof. But let's see, with 2 prizes taken, they could still potentially map out a game where they could clean up in 2 more Phantom Dives.
They can hit. They can definitely hit the knocked out here. I think. Okay, the way I would see it now. You evolve the Dracloak, obviously. You put 60 onto either the Pheasantipede or the Terrapagos. And you're going to need to use that Radiant Alakazam to move 20 onto the Palkia. And then you can bring up one of those other 2 injured things and take a 4-prize turn. So they can win in 2 turns.
Yeah, you could punch into Terrapagos, soften up Pheasantipede, and then you could boss and clean up both of them. You could also
I
know. That's not going to hurt them, certainly.
What they're looking for
that
now.
Blast Trumpet. You have a Terrapagos ready to go. And just a subspace swell for 220. So.
With the fish, even.
Yeah, it's a question of when you want to play that game of just committing your bench more and making that Pidgeot a potential target for the Palkia. They're not taking out the Palkia this turn. They may have. Okay, they're gonna go for it, but the Fez isn't doing anything because they didn't get a knockout, so they're just planning ahead. They're saying, okay, we're committing. Let's get the Dreepy going.
You gotta get some energy out there.
Yeah, we do need to start getting some energy down. And okay, well, there's the Dragapult. We can quick search for a rare candy and have a second Dragapult in play.
I would prioritize the energy over the Dragapult right now.
They're prioritizing Dracloak, which I think is reasonable as well. But yeah, with the lack of energy, they're really putting pressure on. I think it's exactly Crispin that can help power a Dragapult in 1 turn.
You would also need a Counter Catcher if you wanted to try to take the 4-prize turn.
That's true. So let's see the Recon Directive. Okay, so they are more or less writing off that option, but still they have good stability. They're setting up a lot with these Phantom Dives. They can put 30 onto the Terrapagos. They can put 10 onto the Pheasantipede. They can put 50 on the Terrapagos.
You still want to move 20 off the Terrapagos, and then also
I would have put 10 on the Fanrotom and 10 on the Hoot Hoot.
If you put 10, you put 10 on the Pheasantipede as well. It gives you another option. So now,
no, I'm not saying I wouldn't put 10 on the Fez. I mean, we put 50 on the Terrapagos, but I would have put 30 on Terrapagos, 10 each on Fanrotom and Hoot Hoot.
Well, you can only move with Alakazam, either 10 or 20. So you need that extra 20 somewhere. So if you don't put 10 and 10, you would put 20 on one of them. Because there's no way for you to get a 4-prize turn off of 10 and 10.
Yeah, that's fair. I wasn't taking the Alakazam into account. That's a good point. Okay, so down goes the Dragapult. So now it's up to them to set up another Dragapult. They have the Dragapult in hand.
They have everything they need.
They have the Crispin in the deck. They have the energy in the deck. And they can Star Requiem for whatever Mr. Beast. Yeah, they have a good hand for this for sure. Right. We see the Ultra Ball come down. There's a Star Alchemy. I said
Stone Crispin.
Star Requiem. I'm saying all sorts of things tonight.
Then you grab the counter catcher with Pidgeot, and you just move the damage. And you KO the Palkia and the Terapagos, or
Oh,
yeah, that was the absolute.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. They can actually take their prizes right now. Good call. You had the vision there. I overlooked that. I need to play with Radiant Alakazam more often so I can see these lines. Perfect. Yep, that's going to be it. They can Alakazam 20 onto the Palkia and then just attack, Phantom Dive, take 4 prizes.
That's the game right there.
That was very, very well done. I gotta say, I was overlooking that line, so good on you for catching it.
That's what I mean. I've been playing a lot of Dragapult lately.
Yeah, you definitely saw the vision. I'm glad you did. All right, so that was a win for Dragapult.
Dragapult.
I'm trying. It's late.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. Like, that's why we try to keep it casual. Keep it casual enough. It's just like, yeah, we're late. Like, even watching like chat gets like the same way. They're like, oh my god, it's late. Okay, and they're like,
and looking at the standings.
Yeah, and standings, Drago takes it.
Our Regidrago player has taken it over our Roaring Moon hero.
Which here's the updated standings up to what it is. So John P is up there with Regidrago at number 1. Arctic currently is number 2 at Turbo Roaring Moon. Jay Barnes is coming in with Miraidon at number 3. And Lily Sims is coming in at number 4 with the Dragapult Pidgeot. And Edwin Bach with it says Pidgeot Control, but it is not Pidgeot Control. Coming in at number 5. Savi took their game as well at 5-1 because I believe Anti, who is number 7, had to drop for this round. And then Zways69 coming in with Iron Thorns at number 8. And Daycamp 4-2 currently at number 9. But Zways is still playing. They are playing against Goldango with Dragapult. So we'll see how that goes. But we're currently just waiting on 3 matches. Let's look at the winning list real quick. Take a good look at it. It's Dragapult. I mean, what more?
Yeah, Dragapult has been tearing it up.
Yeah. But from what Arctic the Icy guy is saying, they had to Petrunt pass for 3 turns.
Yeah, that's rough. Whiffing the Dark Patch, just all of that. That's, it happens sometimes.
Yeah. Need Dango to win. Hey, Dango's got a hard time against Iron Thorns. It loses a lot of its draw ability.
Yeah, I can't imagine being a Goldango player when you don't have access to coin bonus.
I know, like, so used to hearing coin bonus, ding, ding.
I'm sorry, coin bonus is the reason to play that deck.
100%.
Like, the attack is fine; it has a high damage output, but coin bonus is the reason to play that deck. That's a fantastic ability. We saw it before with the Phantom Forces Slurpuff tasting. It did tremendously well then. Coin bonus is the reason Goldango's playable.
Mm-hmm. All right. So with that, since we have no more, actually, are they still playing?
Oh, can we get something else on stream?
I'm double checking Moon Kitty Shiro, like if we could steal their game real quick, what they're at. Yes, they are. So if you go to Moon Kitty Shiro's stream real quick, they have their game. They're finishing up their game right now, which it looks like they just won. No, they didn't. But they're in a really good place to win. Like, I'm watching this, I don't see a win condition for the Gardevoir here. Other than confusion, but even then... Okay, Iono hurts. Should they have a Dragapult in this?
This Lost Stone Dragapult?
Yeah.
Oh, wild.
They need a... Shira needs a top deck like an energy here. Energy just wins them the game. That is not an energy.
Raikou is not it. So, buying some time for our Gardevoir player.
I like to see her on camera. She's weighing out the turbine, looking on the phone. We've all been there.
Oh no, and there's the Ralts out of range.
There goes the monkey going into.
Oh, actually, now it looks like the Gardevoir player has a win condition. The tides have definitely turned.
I don't know if Moonkitty plays Lost Vacuum, but that would be pretty good.
Well, we have the list right here. I see 2 Lost Vacuum in the list. I don't know how many are left, though.
Then Adrenabrain. They have to win this next turn, otherwise it's Jover.
Gardevoir's knocking on their door. But they can do some flower selecting at least. But then again, they have to, if they flower select, then they have to also find another out, so.
Like a Colress or anything else. There's a possibility of Boss Trap Ninja.
True. I guess
There's the vacuum! That's a hard call because you Iono to 1. Oh wait, you can force Sealstone. They got it right. You have the Raikou into force Sealstone. Force Sealstone to whatever switch card you need. Lost Vacuum. Wow.
Oh, that will do it.
That will do it. The monkey.
Incredible.
Iono's such a liar. That was insane.
We only got a little bit of that match, but I have whiplash from it.
I know, like we saw nothing of it up to the end, and that was just.
It was like, oh, okay, the Lost Stone player has it. Oh, the Gardevoir player has it, and then now this win at the end.
The top deck.
Incredible.
The top deck is where it 100% came from.
All right, so what are our standings looking like now? How many games do we have left in progress?
One game left in progress. So our stand, and that's Nico E. That was Nico E versus Shira. So once they report, that'll be it.
Okay, so that's a tournament for tonight then.
Yep, this is our finalized standings here. Nothing else moved from the top 8, but Shira did move up to 14th. So with that, we're gonna call it a night. We need to find someone to raid. Actually, let's see if Moonkitty's still going to stream for now. Oh, it's sent off to there, but I want to make sure that they are still streaming before I ship it off. Just because you never know.
And nothing worse than raiding someone and then they go offline 15 seconds later.
Yeah, it looks like
happen.
It looks like they're going offline. So, oh, High Flyer's on. Okay, almost said High Flyer. He's my favorite English streamer. He's got such a good voice if you haven't been to him. He's just this nicer, older guy who just plays live for the dailies and does other stuff. He's real nice. Real fun guy to watch. All right, so I'll send everyone off to High Flyer. We'll be back Friday. Shining, any last minute promotions you want to do before we send everyone off?
I mean, not much, but yeah, it was fun commentating for all y'all. I hope I can be back again and do this sometime in the future. If you want to see more of me, if you like Pokemon and or cats, you should follow me at ShiningEspion3 on Twitter. I went ahead and put that in the chat. There's a 3 in there. I'm sorry about that, but at ShiningEspion3 on Twitter, give me a follow, and feel free to talk to me there whenever you like.
Awesome. And I'm Senior Doom. You'll find me here every other Tuesday and every Friday for sure. Again, have fun with High Flyer, and I will hopefully see you on Friday.
Take care, my friends.
Doot, 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 doot.